Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I am your host, GameChanger. All right, so shout out to Ray Hamna. Y'all go check his channel out. And he sent me this video of a Pop the Balloon episode. I actually didn't see the whole episode. I'm going to watch some of it with you, but it did show me a particular part that I wanted to go over. And we talked about it, Ray and I have kind of on the fence with as far as how it can be interpreted. She called the men weak for not embracing her quote unquote weakness. I guess that's the best way to say it. And I don't know. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. That's something that I wanted to bring my audience in to discuss and review. So go ahead and hit that like button, and I will play the short of the day before we get into that. Hold on, let me stop with that. Okay, hit that like button, people. That's what it is.
Finished all the 16-hour shift, and I was trying to go home.
How many hours? 60?
16.
16.
Yeah, a double.
Yeah, what do you do?
I'm a CNA.
We're going to take a look at it, okay?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that was a yield.
Who did you yield to? There was nobody coming. Inspector Carrier, what do you think about this?
Oh, she definitely went through the red light.
She's definitely guilty, huh?
But as in your opinion, is take into consideration of what she does. Much harder job than I have. So
I agree.
yeah.
Based on Inspector Carrier's recommendation, the matter is dismissed.
Thank you. I just finished.
Okay. They call this double shift nurse. I'm going to call it double standard nurse. It is amazing the type of stuff women, especially pretty women, can get away with. Just by giving a sob story, batting your eyelashes a bit, maybe making the bailiff in this case think that, he may be able to have a taste, have a whiff, have a smell, and she knew it. She knew that she didn't have a lawyer or anything. She just knew that she was going to go up there with her sob story, lie to the judge about, yes, I yielded, when, the video obviously shows that it was red light. How many men can get away with something like this? How many men can say I was working double shift at the plant or the mine or the field or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? How many of them could get away with something like that with male bailiffs and male judges? You see, it's this type of manipulation, that women have become accustomed to. It's also apparent in the last election that men are not going for it the same way that they would. Now, granted, it's a whole different situation. Like, the women are not there giving you a doughy-eyed stare in a sob story. They're not there, like looking like the kitten from Shrek. Like, oh, yes, I worked 2 shifts and I, don't want to hear it. And see, the way traffic court works is the city gets the money. The traffic court is just one revenue generating machine. The cops give the tickets, the tickets go to the judge, you go to the judge, and it's the judge's job really to say, no. That's the job of the judge. And that's the way that it has been for quite some time. They're generating revenue for the city. That's how a lot of things get paid for, done, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Basically, they're determining their own paycheck based on you. But they decided to give this dog a bone because, and as New Moon said, she's cute, and she is. She is. I'm not going to take that away from her, and I don't even think she's a bad person. We all want to get out of the ticket, and she used a particular tool and skill set that she possessed in order to do so that most people, men and women, do not, especially men, and because they're dealing with presumably heterosexual judges. So yeah, it is that type of world that we live in. Now back to the election. The election was based on that. If you look at the way it went, when you have Michelle Obama saying you should do it for the cervical condition, you should do it for your daughters, your mothers. This is the same doughy-eyed crap, except Michelle Obama is nowhere near as hot as this young lady, and she's not in your presence. So because women have been used to this particular manipulation tactic, they thought they can use it on the male population, at large during this election season, and it backfired. Now, of course, Kamala was able to use it on Willie Brown rigorously. Yeah. Ha. But we're not going to talk about that because this is just the short of the day. All right. So let me just read some comments here. It says, well, she is fine. Yes, she is. How many men think it's even an option? None. Yeah. Unless you are an exceptionally handsome guy and it is a female in power, which that's rarely the case. And that's why they don't want to see that, because if women were in power, who would she be able to manipulate? The only reason why she got the ticket in the first place is because it was a traffic cam. It wouldn't even gotten this far if it was a male cop that pulled her over. If women were in power, if the bailiff as well as the judge were female, who would she be able to manipulate? They don't actually want to see women in power. Men are realistic. Women are always trying to get their gender to get considerations. Yeah. I mean, pretty privilege and women privilege, absolutely. Using the tool that she got to get what she wants out of society is something that is being done. Absolutely. Okay, so I want to transition to what I've seen, but give me a second to look it up, and I'll give you a second to hit that like button as I do. Okay, so crap. So I have to go back because Ray sent me links, but he sent other links as well, and that just confused the whole stream. So let me go back into my history. All right, give me one moment. I should have been more prepared. So in my comment section yesterday, the woman, the West Indies woman, the woman who I interviewed that was homeless with the 2 kids, or I didn't interview her, but I'm saying that I replied to what she did. She hit me back saying I was lying on her because I said failed OnlyFans model, or whatever you want to call that, OnlyFans worker, the OnlyFans person. And she said that I lied on her. And I was thinking, like, where's the lie? Because if you're homeless, then it's failed. It's not a success. It's not like a thriving enterprise that, it's if you're homeless, then it failed. I don't know what your goal was, but I'm assuming that your goal was to not be homeless. But I am curious because I went back and looked at some of her other videos, and she has some interesting perspectives that I wanted to dig into. So if you're listening, go ahead and email me and we can schedule something so we could get your point of view, because I think that that's what's lacking, and I think that there was a communication gap in the videos that you made for yourself. So let's do that. Dang, where is this? All right, give me a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, make sure y'all hitting that like button on this beautiful Sunday. And for those of you who has a 3-day weekend, shout out to you. Shout out to you. All right. Okay. So I don't know if this is a gang thing, but apparently all the guys have blindfolds. So we're 57 minutes in. I've only seen like this thing. I'm not sure why they have the blindfolds on. I'm probably going to watch some more of it with you. I wonder if she had panties on. Either way, I'd still smash.
Put your head down, man. What's wrong with you, man? Give me your name, age, and what you do for a living.
My name is Alexis. I am 28, and I'm an entrepreneur. Like, I do a lot of stuff. I do hair, makeup, I model, I dance. I do a lot.
All right. Cheers to a lot.
And I want to add more to it.
For sure. What you looking for in a relationship or a man?
What I'm looking for in a man is somebody that's like God-fearing, but very like, I don't know, like.
Holy crap. By the way, I started watching this at the 1 minute and 1 hour and 4 minute mark. Right now we're at the 58-minute mark. But yeah, she said God-fearing. I hate it when they put that in there and they're not living the godly life. You're here with a t-shirt and no panties on. You know, like talking about you're looking for a good God-fearing man. Oh crap. Already this chick. Do you go to church like that? Come on now.
Like, you don't fear nothing but God, literally. Because that's how I carry myself.
Sure.
Other than that,
that's how I carry myself.
I want you to pick me up. You gotta pick me up.
Hey, look,
you weak. You can't pick me up.
It's okay.
Your legs be going out.
Dang. He immediately like, I want you to pick me up. I mean, I'm curious. I don't know what that means. Like, you mean physically pick you up, like over the threshold? You know, lift you over my head, or like Melvin on Baby Boy when he said the SWAT fly. I mean, what? Or pick you up in the car, like, you know, pick you up to go to dinner. I don't even know what it means, but I'm curious as why he reacted. Is he in a different gang? Like everybody else got red blindfolds. He got the blue one or a black one.
Okay, I'm gonna ask later. Anyways,
hold your mic up too.
Somebody that's just like a man that's like, I want you to be adventurous, but I like to stay in the house. Like, you can go out and go do your shit. I like staying in the house, but like, be respectful. Come in at a respectful time. Respect me. I'm very big on respect, so that's my biggest thing.
Very big on the respect, man.
Yeah.
What's some deal breakers for you?
Hygiene, your teeth.
Oh crap! Why do people keep saying that? Like, there's a bad hygiene epidemic going on somewhere.
It's like not having a foundation, not being motivational. Like, I want you to get up and motivate me. I want you to kiss me on my forehead and shit, you know, because I'm like that.
She like that soft. Yeah. You know, she in her soft woman era.
Like, yeah.
I know what you're saying.
But I will say I box. So I hope that don't scare y'all.
Soft woman in boxing.
So, but I'm very soft. I've never been with a man like, I've been with a girl for 8 years, y'all. But I know how to be a woman to a man.
I don't know why that's such a turnoff. And this is why Ray and I, when he sent this to me, we had a back and forth. That's not a turnoff to me. I mean, of course I'm not blindfolded, but I wouldn't pop my balloon because of that. She's been with the girl for the past 8 years. That's kind of sexy. I'm going to be perfectly honest. There's several reasons why women get with women, least of which that they are wired to be rainbow. Nevertheless, it's very few of those reasons is something that I'm completely repulsed by. So I don't get that. And yeah, the whole, I want a God-fearing man, but I'm doing the exact opposite of what maybe that's why they popped the balloon. Like, I want a God-fearing man, but I am living in sin. And I don't know, because I don't know if that is, I know it's nasty when men do it, but I don't know if that's like when the Bible speaks against it, if he's speaking against when women do it. I'm being honest with you on that. So, but take a look at where this is going. Once again, I started listening to this at the 1 hour and 4 minute thing. Right now we're at about an hour. So 4 minutes later, it's going to get to the part where I was, intrigued. So hit the like button. Somebody said it best: the possibility of threesomes override the possibility of red flags. Yeah, and threesomes aside, they're out of the box. Automatically, they're out of the box. They're willing to try something that it might not be in their first nature to try. Like at some point, somebody was able to get them to do something that somebody at some point in her life told her not to do. So, and that's what I like. Adventurous.
I want to be a woman.
Oh, you know how to be a woman too. Yeah, for sure.
I want to find my man.
Out the gate, she want her man. All right, man, fellas. Go ahead and take your blindfolds off, man.
Hi.
Hello. Anyone there?
It's me.
All right, let's go down the line and see why the fellas that popped their balloons. What's the reason why they popped them?
His knees weak.
Yeah. Face the camera for me too. Come back here for me, right here. Yeah.
She got kind of like a Laura London thing going on.
And what's the reason you popped your balloon?
My name is Gerald. I'm 34. She got the time out picking up, and I'm probably gonna have back surgery probably getting in the next year.
You're not gonna work on you just go lay there and make yourself weak.
No, surgery is surgery, baby. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, but
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I done had some stuff and I still got up. And
You ain't never had back surgery though.
No, but I got shot in my head and I have migraines, so
crap.
I still.
That's a pop. Did she say she got shot in her head? That is a pop. That means that all kinds of stuff is going on. Like, for one, does she have an adamantium skull? And for two, why people shooting at your head? I want to be next to you and people gunning for your head. It's somebody that missed right now. It's somebody that's like, hey, she's still alive. You could be walking along with her, minding your own business. And somebody like, hey, she's still alive. I could have swore I shot her in her head. Somebody watching the Pop the Balloon show right now, like, dang, that is a pop. I haven't seen this part yet. That is a pop. Like, whoa, okay. Yeah. That's a pop. The whole woman on woman thing, that's, but yeah. And she said it casually, like, haven't you? Holy crap.
I understand that, but that ain't back surgery.
So, I gotta ask you though, is this somebody your type or somebody?
Can you smell? He's okay.
There you go.
Not the smile. Asking in the smile is crazy.
I'm looking at all teeth.
Yeah, for sure. Give me your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
J Diddy 41, and that stud love is different. I ain't doing all that shit.
You said thug love?
Oh my God, he's simple. It's not that deep. I do not understand. Maybe it's a southern thing. I do not understand that stud love thing. She is way prettier than you are handsome, sir. That stud love thing.
And I got crooked teeth, baby. So
You said thug love?
Stud love is different.
I don't date studs.
Oh, well, fan.
Yeah, okay. When a woman says she's into women, the first thing that comes to my mind is not studs. Now, granted, those relationships exist, but that's not the first thing that comes to my mind. Probably because I have a sexual imagination. I'm like, hey, game changer. You know, I like girls too. I'm not picturing. Why did a stud come into your brain? First of all, I don't want studs in my brain. Period. I don't like to see them. There's like that little gremlin burnt chick that what's that show? Homecoming. Like, and her chick is hot. Those situations nasty to me. But yeah, I don't envision studs at all. I would at least not pop the balloon to find out if it's not a stud. That's weird.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Family in your life.
Yeah, they mostly be intimidated by who she is anyway, because she bigger than a lot of y'all.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
Wait, she bigger than these guys, but she's not a stud? This is starting to get weird. This chick is this. I mean, in addition to no panties, she's starting to have like a lot more red flags. Hit the like button.
She can be big as she want to be. They make a wish.
No, she's not fat. I'm just saying, like, I'll help you.
Okay. Mike said, so she was the stud. Explains why she got popped. No, she's not. There don't have to be a stud in every woman-on-woman relationship. It doesn't. You know, there are like femme relationships. I've seen it. Years ago. I was like, dang, there was a chick that worked at Subway that I went to. And then I seen her, and this is how long the story goes back. I seen her with her girlfriend at Blockbuster. I was like, y'all look good together. Nothing but feminine and feminine.
Yo, what's going on, man? But is this somebody your type or somebody?
Not at all. I don't like them big.
You don't?
No.
Leo
and
in
teeth
the
is
cut,
very
man.
cricket.
He said his teeth. He said his teeth.
And I don't care if you sucking on them or not.
Hey, listen, hold
still.
on.
Okay.
Give me your name, age, and what's the reason you went so crazy with that pop? You went nuts right now.
Yeah, because I would have.
My name is Tez, aka Mike Jones. I'm 31 years old. It wasn't a gun.
Why did he say that? Why did he say AKA Mike Jones? Because I know that there's that song like Mike Jones, whom he looks nothing like. He looks nothing like that person. At least as far as my recollection. I mean, because like that guy is like a one-hit wonder from like 20 years ago. So why would you even want that nickname? And she's laughing.
Mike Jones.
I'm sorry.
She's a very attractive young lady. I'm not gonna try to
Thank you.
disclaimer or nothing. She could try to bash me if she wants to, but I popped it because I feel like being that she just got out of a relationship of 8 years, I can tell that she's still stuck on her ex because she just sat there and said, "Oh, my ex is bigger than all of y'all." Like,
but I'm not.
I
want a man.
So she's stuck
That's
on her
why I'm
ex,
here.
telling me that her stud or her girlfriend is bigger than all of us. So
That is weird. I'm gonna be honest. It's a bad look. By the way, I haven't seen it. Like a minute after here is where I started watching. Is where the clip came from. But it's not a good look so far that the smallest dude popped the balloon when she said she bigger than all y'all, or she bigger than most of y'all. Like, so he wasn't bothered by her being with a woman. He's bothered because she might be bigger than him. That does reek of I'm not gonna front. That does weaken physical intimidation.
I feel like she's still. I only popped it because I feel like she's still stuck on her ex because she said her ex is bigger than all of it. She doesn't know anybody in this line to sit there and say her ex is bigger than.
Well, she don't have to know them to make a judgment about physical size. Wait, holy crap. I mean, you would think that this guy is the vibrating chess piece. Wait, let me see if I understand you properly. You're saying that she don't know you to know that she's bigger than you? Okay, so take the TV series Game of Thrones, for example, right? I don't know the midget on Game of Thrones, Tyrion Lannister, and I don't know the Mountain. I don't know either of these people, either the actors that play them or the characters themselves, but I do know that he's bigger. I do know that the Mountain is bigger than the midget. Like, okay. Yeah, this guy. And he was hyperbolic when he popped the balloon. That's I gotta tell you, I don't know where they find these people.
All of us. Like, you don't know any of us to say your ex is bigger.
They're talking about D size. I mean, it's whatever size she can afford if they charge by the inch.
But that's the reason why I pop.
He say X like that one more time.
I don't have nothing against her though. She's a very beautiful, attractive young lady. Like, I have nothing against her though.
Is this somebody your type or somebody you'd approach?
No, he's weak.
Damn.
Next.
Damn. How you know that?
And then the head, that forehead is too long. It's too much.
I come right here for me.
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Give me
what
your
that means,
name,
but okay.
age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
Money, 31. I mean, you look good. You're a nice looking woman. It's the 8 years with a female for me. That's about it. I've been there before.
Okay, now this is the part I did see.
I've been there before.
With a girl who been with a girl
for so long, even married with a female. You feel me? It's just.
I don't want that though.
Hold your microphone.
I don't want that though. I mean, I moved here, so I've been living here for about like 8 years. You feel me? I left I went to a girl because my baby daddy did me bogus. You feel me? So.
Man,
it's a man's fault.
Man.
Yeah, so I want to.
Okay. The culmination of everything is a huge red flag. Like everything put together, went from a guy to a girl, now a guy again. It seems like, when she gets upset, she just switches entire genders, which, it doesn't mean that she's all the way there. And the fact that she probably has issues related to the bullet that's lodged in her brain right now is all of this added together is not like a good ad. Yeah.
Go back to find a man because I want the family, I want the foundation, I want one more kid. You feel me? But I don't like but I knew that.
So how many kids you got?
I have one. I have a son.
Okay.
It's just me and my son. I don't deal with my baby daddy. But I felt like I wanted to say that because for 8 years, I've been trying to get away from her. And you feel me? Y'all get intimidated out here by a fucking woman.
Nah,
yeah, so it makes
there's some truth in what she
weak to
says.
me.
It just
Real
makes
shit.
us think.
I don't think that they weak to them. I think that they just got something else going on with them, or they have, like little understanding of what's going on. Don't get me wrong. This woman is riddled with red flags, and once again, I don't think she has panties on, but this woman is riddled with red. Let me show y'all what I mean. So yeah, I'm not sure, I don't know, but I suspect that she don't have on panties. Yeah, I don't know. And I'm not going to call them weak. I'll just call them a little closed-minded. a little closed-minded. And don't get me wrong, if you get too open-minded, you wind up giving out your pronouns and crap like that. But you know, whatever happened to that song, My Girl Has a Girlfriend? I don't, you know, some things you embrace.
Ain't like, do you know how to treat a man?
I know what I want. That's why I came here.
She here to find
if
love.
I knew it, that I really wanted to still be with my girl.
All right, let's
Watch
take it
your
down.
mouth.
Let's take
Real
it down.
shit. Don't get disrespectful.
Hold on. Come on.
I do not disrespect men, but watch your mouth.
Come on. Yeah, keep it down back there. I told y'all, no sides.
So, dude is in his feelings. Was that the little guy? Because okay, I think he if that's the one I think it is, the last one with the dreads. I do think that dude took an enormous L, and I explained why it was an L for him. You know, like a person don't need to know another's personality to determine their size dynamic. It kind of made you look stupid. You were like hyperbolic with the balloon pop, kind of made you look attention hungry. And what you said made you appear to be physically intimidated by a woman who is bigger than you. So it was bad. And she made it worse. She made it worse for you. It was a bad look. I think you know it. So you're just looking for an opportunity to give some straight comments. It's just live with the L that is being you. Just do that. Just do that. And if you don't like what I'm saying, I'll have my cousin. She'll beat you up. I got a tall cousin, so yeah. I got a tall female cousin. So what are you gonna do?
Because I go back and read them.
That's exactly why I said no side talking. God damn, boy. Feel me? It's getting hot.
How a nigga got goes just at the top, but not the bottom. And the top might stink. That breath. Stink, period.
That's off. Turn. You know, so face the camera from me at all times. Give me your name.
I guess if he had grills at the bottom too. I've never had a grill a day in my freaking life. Nor will I. It'll say, "Here lies Game Changer, never had a grill." That's ridiculous. But I don't know if she's mad that he only had one or that he had one. I don't know.
Age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
Nephew, I'm 29.
You forgot to ask. He's very attractive. You didn't ask that.
Nah, yeah, it's a lot going on right now.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of throwing my head for a loop. You know what I'm saying? I need you to stand right here next to me and face the camera at all times. You feel? Give me your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon, bro?
Nephew, I'm 29. It was a girl thing for me. Other than that, she a cool, little, beautiful chick.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, but is this somebody your type or somebody you'd approach?
He cool. He a little. I mean, when I take my shoes off too, I'll be on.
I'm real strong. I can lift you up.
Period.
What was that?
Name, age, and what's the reason?
What was that head nod thing? Okay, so I stopped watching at this point. Basically, I only seen the interaction between her and the last dude. I can lift you up. I'm real strong. Come on now. You're doing too much. Why are you looking for validation from a woman who you already popped a balloon on?
Reason you pop your balloon?
Lamar, 29, and like I said before, I'm big on the feet. She been on the teeth heavy. Her shit ain't even up to, you know what I mean?
Okay.
No disrespect. You're a beautiful.
I can't see her feet. I'm surprised he can.
Young lady, for real, but you judging, you know what I mean, and your shit ain't even.
No, I always been like that. Teeth,
yeah,
people be
and
missing
I understand.
Teeth. I smell a lot. I
sure.
want. Yeah, just take care of yourself.
Out the gate, man. You know what I'm saying? Is this somebody your type or somebody you'd approach?
No.
Dang.
You look like a wannabe.
Like a what?
She said he looked like a wannabe. What does he want to be? Like a Navy SEAL or something? I don't. Okay. She's full of red flags, you know.
It's not you. It's him.
Let me have you stand right here. It's getting a little local in the building right now. You know what I'm saying? For this next round,
Yeah, exactly. I can't see her feet with the furry shit covering it up. The fact that he did, it means he's one of those feet lickers. Like he's you know, he's one of those people that just look at a woman's feet.
I want to have you ask these last two gentlemen with a balloon one question, and then we're gonna go down and ask them individually.
Okay.
Make sure you hold your mic up like how I'm holding mine.
I'm trying to think of questions.
Oh, dang.
I don't want to ask the same simple questions either.
She was unprepared.
What motivates y'all?
That's the very simple question
as well.
All right, so let's go down here and give me your name, age, and what's your motivation and what you do for a living.
Roderick Mays. I'm 34. My kids are my motivation.
Okay.
And I'm a CNA / sell perfume and cologne. If you need that, sell it for half off the store price, baby.
How many baby mamas?
It's funny that she don't care. Let's start there. It's funny that she don't care. She don't care what he does. That, like, what he said was something strange. I'm be honest. So, full disclosure, right? And I'm pretty sure that this happened to y'all too. When I was fresh out of high school, 17 years old, I got twice. Because back in the day, there was no Indeed, there was no Dice, there was no Monster or nothing like that. So back in the day, if you were looking for a job, and I was trying to get away from Burger King, you go to the newspaper and you open up the help wanted ads. And they would say something like help wanted welfare work. Or not welfare, warehouse work, excuse me. And I'm like, okay, bet. So I went there, put on my my suit, my interview clothes and stuff, and this happened twice. These were sales positions. One of them, they had me in downtown Oakland selling walkie-talkies to Chinamen. I kid you not, like toy walkie-talkies to Chinamen. And I was like, really? This is, And then so we're and it's illegal. You're not supposed to like sell on the street. The cops actually stopped us because they had like a mentor show me what was up. And, the cop actually stopped us and it's like, you're not selling these on the street. He's like, no, I haven't sold anything today. We're just carrying it around. I'm like, really? Is this the job? Is this the job that you was asking for? So I got once like that. And then the first time it was generic perfume. So apparently what they do, because it's difficult to copyright colognes and perfumes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you have these companies out that'll just take like what did Kevin Samuels always talk about? Tom Ford. They'll take like Tom Ford and change the chemical just so slightly, put a little extra alcohol in it or something, and then sell it on the streets as Tom Ford, but it's a generic Tom Ford. And it don't smell long. Like whatever they do to it, it don't last long. It does smell like whatever they're replicating. It doesn't last long. It's a gimmick. It's a hustle. I didn't know that they were still doing it. I did not know that they were still doing it. So they tried to get me to be one of those jackoffs that have like a bunch of different perfumes and colognes in the back of his trunk. Like, hey, what cologne do you use? Well, I got that right here for half off. And that's him. And that is him. That is him right now in 2024. I kid you not. I thought that those days were long and gone. I thought that went out with like selling bootleg DVDs. I thought that was those days were gone. But here he is. Here he is in wherever he lives. And he is doing that right now. That is hilarious to me. That is freaking hilarious. And it wasn't a red flag to her. It wasn't a red flag to her. Like he could have just said CNA, But you know, he said, "Oh, and I sell that half off cologne." Like, whoa. Like you do what now?
Two.
Okay.
Two.
Are they like
I don't mess with neither one of them. I wouldn't even look at
just
either
but
of
you
them.
take care of them babies?
At the gate. Yeah.
First,
Yeah, this chick is and people say, you know, she's slow, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Listen, once somebody got shot in the head, you can't really critique, especially if you don't know what she was like before, you can't really critique their genetics. We don't know. We all we see is the after of getting shot in the head. Everything, every red flag, this is post shot in the head. So yeah, you could just write that off to, yeah, shot in the head. You know, she might have been different before getting shot in the head. But her mentality right now is that she's okay with him because he supports the kid, meaning financially, and he has nothing to do with the baby mamas. She looks at that as a plus. She's like, okay, I can count on you to give me money and stay out of my life eventually because you have a pattern of doing that. You have a pattern of giving money and staying out of the lives of the person that you give money to. So you will make a good baby daddy, is what she's thinking. She's okay with this. It's like, wait a minute, you're okay with a man who chooses to not be in his children's lives? Yes, she is, because that's what she wants. Man, if I had a vasectomy, I would be all up in bras like this. Like it's ridiculous. But anyway, and if you know HIV didn't exist.
show. Give me your name, age, and what's your motivation, and what do you do for a living?
Mac, I'm 30 years old. My motivation is breaking generational curses for my family.
Period.
Holy crap, she is a curse.
What was the other question? I'm sorry.
What you do for a living?
Of course, I work a 9 to 5. I like to think that it's my third hustle, though. I rap.
Oh, crap. She's okay with all this. Fellas, state your occupation. Unfortunately, I work a 9 to 5. So do CEOs and doctors. Why do black people, both men and women, glorify hustles? And don't get me wrong, I have a hustle too. I don't talk about it, except to people in the back chat and stuff like that, but I have hustles too. But it's not, first of all, it's not like a hustle in the sense that they mean. It's not, you know, something that's, okay, so say a person is a CNA and they sell half off colognes and perfumes. Why do they mention the hustles? Why do they use hustles to attract women versus actual careers? I don't get it. You could have just said you were a CNA.
I got a clothing business dropping next year. So I'm putting it together.
Period.
Offer it.
All of that is crap. All of that is crap. Okay, first of all, you're a rapper. I'm not going to say that it's impossible for you to make it big in rap. I am going to say that it's highly improbable. It is highly improbable, and rap is not what it used to be. I will say that it's highly improbable. Going on a show like Pop the Balloon, you're done. Your rap career is done now. It's done. one way or another, you're going to get humiliated. But okay, basically, you put your career in her hands right now. She has that toothpick. If she pops your balloon right now, your street credibility drops significantly. And then any subsequent thing she says about you is going to, because eventually you're going to get into like a rat beef, because that's what they do, because crabs in a barrel. But, that's going to happen. Just like the game was on a show called Stick Together, or I don't know, it's called like Heartbreak or something. Look it up. The game was on a show. The game was on a show called something. And he got rejected, and he wanted to stay together, and somebody used that against him. So he's setting himself up that way right now. So you're not taking it seriously. You like it says in 48 Laws of Power, protect your reputation at all costs. You're making your reputation vulnerable. Is what it is. But and then the whole hustle thing. Yeah, and I got a clothing line. Who in the hell want to buy some crap that you selling? Anyway, I'm not to hate on this man's quote unquote hustle. Unfortunately, I work a 9 to 5. What the hell? I work a 9 to 5 too, nigga.
For it. All right, then. Since we already right here, I'm gonna for this last round, I ain't gonna have you walk all the way back to the top. I'm gonna let these fellas ask you one question also.
Okay.
So if you could stand right here for me and go ahead and just ask her any question.
When you you said you haven't dated a man before, ever? Went on a date,
like
nothing?
Grown, no.
No. I was about to say when.
Okay, this is weird. It would appear that you were impregnated by somebody that you never went on a date with. That's a red flag. I mean, like that alone wouldn't like make me not put my penis in her, but that is a red flag. Like, wait a minute. You actually received raw semen from a guy that you didn't date. And then you got mad at him for not sticking around and you went to women. This is not good.
You ever went on a date, if it didn't work out, do you turn around and go back to her?
I'm
Truthfully.
trying to get
Good
away
question.
from her.
But you go
well,
back
like
to her, though.
I broke up with her, so we're not together now. Like that's still my best friend, but I don't want you to think like I'm always like I really want to be married. I want a husband.
You want a man at the end of the day.
Yes, I want a family. I want to.
Why did you get impregnated by a guy that you didn't date?
Yeah, I want that. I want to be sitting in our backyard with our friends, family, kids. You feel me? Real shit. I want that. That's what I grew up on.
All right, then.
Dude put his glasses back on because he's cool like that. Okay.
You said your name and age, man. Just go ahead and ask her any question. Please just hold your mic up for me, please. That all the production keep asking for you to hold the mic up. Please hold the mic up.
I don't want you to take offense to this at all.
Okay.
But when I look at you, I see the pain. I see the aggression. See what I'm saying? I see.
Holy crap. Oh, so you have another hustle, and that's pseudo-psychotherapist. Holy crap. I'm not a game dude, but I know crap when I hear it. If stuff like that works, I would be truly surprised. If that works on her, I would be truly surprised. I really would be. Like, I would be like, really? Like, I feel the pain. I feel your pain and struggle and strife. And like, oh, you understand me. You understand me. Can I suck your penis now? You understand. Holy crap.
See the hurt. I see the trauma,
But that's not from the relationship.
But this is it could be from your baby daddy.
No,
but my
it's
question,
not.
but
That's
you
not.
said he did you dirty.
Yeah. So that thing that you say to every woman, doesn't seem like it's gonna work here because she's like, what pain and trauma are you talking about? You know, and I know some guys do that. They walk up to a woman like, you know, I understand your pain, I feel your pain, and then if she just so happened to have gotten touched by a dirty uncle, she just, you know, commiserate with you, and you got her. Like I know that's how you intend on it to work. Maybe sometimes it works, maybe sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. That's not my technique.
That's not though.
This is my question though. All right, boom. You've been with a woman for so long, right? In a relationship like that, domestic violence ain't okay, but it's more common. You box, right? You a little aggressive. I'm 5'10", 150 pounds.
I'm
baby.
writing a book, so I really don't want to say, but
I'm 5'10".
Kid,
I see the trauma. I see
like,
the hurt.
but
I see the
that's
aggression.
my dealings, not yours.
But listen, that shit bleed out in relationships
And
onto the other person.
But
Let's
I
be
don't
realistic.
never put my problems on the next person. I don't never wake up and be unhappy for the next person. I don't never put what I'm going through on the next person.
Okay, my question to you is, again, I'm 150.
Yes, sir.
5'10". You box. I can fight too. I ain't know. You
But I
what
would never. I don't.
Okay. She needs someone to treat her like a victim. I don't. Though that's true, I don't think that she's going for this particular thing. Nor do I think that she need that as much as she wants, and also she probably is used to this particular approach.
Do that.
Are you confrontational?
I do that because I don't have. I don't pick up guns. I'm used to like, and I need to protect myself, right?
I can't even get my question out.
I see.
You dig what I'm saying? I'm looking for something soft.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to be soft, but you niggas is weak.
But then the insults come when somebody don't agree with what she's saying. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Why would she agree with your psychoanalysis of her? You're psychoanalyzing her, and you're mad that she didn't agree with your psychoanalysis. You look hurt. I'm not hurt. You look hurt. You look hurt. You look hurt because this, and that. I'm not hurt. You look hurt. You look hurt. I am not hurt. Pop. That's the nutshell of what happened. He might as well have been like, bitch, I said you're hurt. What was that?
Yeah. All right, then. All right, man. Listen, man.
Beautiful lady.
Brother.
Oh, crap. Good luck on your rap career. What was that?
Please. Brother, come to the top for me, please.
Is that why he did that? Somebody said he didn't want her to beat him. Like, is that why he was like, you know, hey, I'm 5'10", 150 pounds, but I got him. Was he just warning her, like, don't beat me? Like, what was that about?
Come right here for me. Oh my. This is a little intense, y'all. I know the comments gonna be going crazy.
Came here for fun anyway.
Came
here for fun.
Damn. You say you're not trying to find no love, man. Come back up.
I really wanted to get to know you. You know what? But a lot of nothing. Y'all want people to get up here and like say this and that. We only got so much time to do that. Not only that, I'm not about to go deep and personal of how I grew up and what I did. And I come with my own everything. I wouldn't have came here if I was not looking for a man or trying to move on or trying. I know how to listen. I want to listen. I want to be a woman, but y'all not hearing that. Y'all just hearing an X for 8 years, for 8.
They did, like, it wasn't that serious. There's other more serious red flags that she has. That one, you know, like the child by a man that she didn't date. Like there's the bullet to the head. Like, you know, there's a lot more. And these guys were like overreacting to the whole she had a chick.
8 years. I'm getting away from her because the things I have put up with a female, I would never fucking do with a man. Real shit. Shit, have my back. You have my back. Real
Okay,
shit.
okay. So you pop your balloon because you said she ain't really taking it serious. She came for fun.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
But
I
you
came
just heard
for
what she
fun,
said.
like to find fun.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
saying.
heard what she just said.
So like you want to imagine you still got your balloon or you still popping walking off?
Do you want me to grab another balloon? I'm gonna ask you because if you don't, I'm not.
Okay, that's weird that you would pop the balloon and Jesus. All right, clearly it's a plea for validation and relationship security, which is not going to exist because, you know, at the end of the day, she asks how many kids you have and if you're a deadbeat dad that's paying child support, and that's what's going on. I'm wondering, like, why would a person with a healthy job like CNA sell perfume out the back of a car? And the reason that he's selling perfume out the back of his car is because he needs non-taxable, non-traceable income. He needs money that his baby mamas can't touch. That's why so many dudes are hustling. That's why so many dudes are hustling, because they're, you know, if you got 2 kids by 2 different baby mamas, then that's 2 child support checks. And yeah, that cost, they're taking a huge chunk out of your pay. And I don't know how much CNAs make, but apparently, you know, in order to buy tattoos, you have to sell. You need an untaxable income. Yeah, exactly. You know. So at the end of the day, 2 women are digging in his pocket, and he needs the untrackable income.
It's on you.
Can I ask you more questions?
Sure.
You're not like, if we are having a conversation, like, seriously.
By the way, he did that so she don't have the opportunity to reject him. Thus far, she hasn't rejected anyone. You know, he did that so she doesn't have the opportunity to reject him. And, you know, and now he's like, okay, if she gives me the balloon, then blah, blah, blah. We see how this is going.
Serious stuff, you feel me? I'm not getting aggressive or nothing. You feel me? Because that's what I just took. You're not going to like sit there and like argue with me, because I do, like, once I feel like we finna argue and stuff, I like to walk away. I like to just, you feel me?
Yeah, she's not too bright. Somebody called her slow before, but once again, she was shot in the head.
Real shit. I want peace. I want love, peace, and happiness.
So, is that a question?
So it's like, are you gonna argue with me? Are you gonna feel some type of way? You gonna not text me back because you feel like, you feel me?
So, man, because that happens.
I know you said you got 2 baby mamas. That's right, you know.
I ain't gonna lie. You saying you walk away.
I walked away from my baby daddy.
That kind of sound like me, but at the same time, if I got something on my heart heavy and you ain't trying to sit there and listen to me, I ain't going for that shit. You gonna hear me. You gonna hear what I need to say.
I don't like stuff dragging on to the next day. And I also don't like stuff carrying on.
So you want him to grab his balloon back or no?
I don't know, because he contemplating with stuff, so it's okay. It's okay.
So keep it going.
Yeah.
All right.
Play the wah, wah.
See, that's a better rejection than he's slick. That's a better rejection than had she popped a balloon.
All right then, bro.
I'm very fun, y'all. That's fucked up.
All right, bro. Just go ahead, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
I wore my real hair for y'all.
Look, you beautiful.
Well, where's the bullet hole? Where's the bullet hole? Is that what they mean when they say protective style? Before you get shot in the head? Like, is that what that means? Like, she got a wig out there with a bullet hole in it, and now she got a real hair.
As hell.
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
give you that. But how you was coming at them, boy.
No, it's that thing right there.
All right. Listen, we gonna keep it very to a minimum.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, hold on.
I want to see.
I got you
How
there.
much time I got? Yeah, I got like an hour.
I do appreciate you sliding for.
Thank you.
And
I want to see
wish
what's
you the
next.
best on your future endeavors. We gonna try to get your man out there, man, soon, man. So, all right, lady contestants. So let's bring out our next lady. Let's go. For sure.
Why is there so many camouflage? Oh, Indianapolis. Yeah, why is there so many camouflage people in Indianapolis?
Here you go. Yeah, stand right there for me. Yep. Give me your name, age, and what you do for a living.
My name is Jasmine. I'm 34. I do a lot of things for a living. I'm a mixologist. I'm a CNA. I have a couple.
Dang, is everybody here a CNA? And why isn't that enough to sustain them? Why do they keep doing extra crap?
More businesses, but we ain't got to get in all of that.
You gotta get in all of there. All right, then.
Yeah, they always have a job and like 6 hustles. Is rent expensive there? Or, I mean, you know what it is? I don't know how much CNAs make. That's what it is. I don't know how much CNAs make.
What you looking for in a man?
A real man. I don't want a real nigga. I want a real man.
Okay.
100% real man. That's pretty much it. I need a real man.
That's not a thing. That is the vaguest thing ever. Basically, you just said that you're not into TS. Like, what are you looking for in a man? A real man. Okay. That is the most vague description of anything ever. I'm going to go to a restaurant and say, so, sir, what would you like to order? I'd like to order some real food. I'm going to go to the bookstore and say, yes, I want a real book. It's one of those stupid, it's a stupid phrase. I make $18 an hour. That seems decent, I guess. Yeah.
Real man. And what's some deal breakers for you?
Niggas that don't take care of their kids. Niggas that can't be versatile. I don't like just a hood nigga. I like my nigga a little versatile. You got to be able to be corporate and a little hood.
Holy crap. Oh, shit. Ah, gosh. Oh, crap. You got to be tall but a little short. You got to be strong but a little weak. I want something between DMX and Ralph Trisban. You got to be both. Oh, crap. And the cold part is nobody popped a balloon. Indianapolis niggas are weird. Nobody popped a balloon. Y'all will not pop the balloon on a woman who was with women. Or y'all will pop the balloon on a woman who was with women, but y'all didn't pop the balloon on this shit? She comes out like, I want a real man, not a real nigga. I want somebody that's street, but corporate. I don't know if you call me corporate. I'm a software engineer. Don't know if you call that corporate or not. And I don't even work in an office, so I'm not even like around them. But what I could tell you, this street shit gets no play there. It has no value. And just like the corporate shit has no value on the streets. So you're really just gonna half-ass it in either environment if you want to be like this hybrid. If you want to be a hybrid, then you're gonna go into corporate just like a half of a corporate man, and you're gonna go onto the streets as a half of a street nigga. You're not gonna be able to excel in either one because you're half of both. You're not a complete man in either realm. And that's the truest shit you're ever gonna hear. And that's not just a race thing. That's not just like a black thing or anything like that. If you go into the boardroom half hillbilly, you're not going to get that far. And if you go to the trailer park on some half corporate shit, you're not going to get very far there either. That's a pop.
You know what I'm saying?
A little mixture in that motherfucker, because she is a mixologist. You feel me? That's it for you though.
That's pretty much it.
All right, then, fellas. Without further ado, go ahead and take off your blindfolds. All right, then. Oh shit! Thought it was almost no pops. All right, let's just go down here and see what's the reason he popped his balloon.
And that's another thing. All women are crazy. But you got to see if she's hot enough to counteract her crazy. The last time they just popped the balloon without like, dang, you didn't even see if she was hot enough to be crazy. But at least this time you took the blindfold off. It's like, okay, she's not hotter than her red flags.
Give me your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
Money.
I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm saying that, they will be stifled in one realm or another. That's what I'm saying. And yes, in STEM as well. Though STEM doesn't really require as much interpersonal interactions, meaning that you don't really need people to like you or understand you as much as you would in sales or consulting or something like that. But nevertheless, it's still the same thing. It's, it doesnn't help.
31. This is not my type.
That's cool.
Let's see.
Is this somebody your type or somebody you?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. All right. Let's go back to the top right here then. All right. So for this first round, what we're gonna do is, man. So he popped his balloon. Actually, you know what? Before we even get into the questions, I'm gonna have you pop one more person balloon. You got your toothpick?
I hope she popped. I hope she popped this dude.
Okay.
I hope for you got it.
I hope she pops this dude right here. Because I want to see the reaction. I hope she pops him. I hope she do.
You don't got it? It's crazy, man.
I left it on the table. I'm not even gonna hold you.
It's crazy, man. I gotta reprovide. But I gave it to you though back there, right?
Appreciate it.
As long as they know, I did provide.
Dang. This is a broke show, right? This man is really tripping. Like, I have to give you an extra toothpick. What is that? Like a third of a cent? He's like, man, at the end of the show, he's going to look at his toothpick bill. Come, was it that serious?
That was me. I took accountability for my action.
Okay.
She lost the toothpick.
Go ahead and just pop one of their balloons for me.
Can you take your glasses off?
Him?
Mm-hmm.
Take the glasses.
He put them back on.
I need to see it before eyes.
She want to see your eyes. Hey, what's up with the blinks, bro?
Why they put it back on? She's enjoying this too much. Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay. I want to see what happens.
What's the reason you pop his balloon?
He's skinny. I'm skinny. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start a fire in there. I need a little weight on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just this, I don't like skinny. I think a little muscular.
Nah, for sure. Is this somebody your type or somebody you'd approach?
She cool. She all right.
For sure. All right, we had him pop his balloon.
Dang, I was hoping for more something.
What's give me your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
Shit, nephew, 29. Shit, you don't like skinny niggas.
I like
missing out though.
Stocky. I like them short, but I like
missing
them
out
stocky.
though.
You know what I'm saying?
Get you a little small nigga.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. He's like, save her the trouble of, he's basically not wasting his time. Like, I'm a skinny dude. You're not into skinny dudes.
Is this somebody your type or somebody you'd approach?
No, not really. Mm-mm.
All right, man. Listen here, man. Give your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
Lamar, 29, just personal preference. That's it.
For sure. And this is Lamar somebody else?
Nope.
Yep. No. All right. Yeah.
Well, say why. Probably you can't really see his physique through his thickened shirt, but I'm curious as to why.
You're right back to the top then. You pop your balloon too, right?
Yeah.
Give me your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
J Diddy, 41. She said she likes short, stocky. I ain't short, kind of tall.
You did say short and
I
stocky.
said if you short, you gotta be stocky. You gotta listen.
Oh, I didn't hear
You know what I'm
that.
saying? You gotta listen. Because if you would have heard what I said about him, I also said I like my niggas with a little weight on them.
Okay. Big thing.
B-O-N.
I mean, yet and still, she's not all that attracted to him. She had him take his glasses off while she stared deeply into his eyes. Like he's just one cordia away from. He's just one like bad eyelash hair away from getting popped in his damn self. So yeah.
Come on, man.
Somebody said she liked them pop bellies. I don't think she does. I think that she don't want to get rejected. She mentioned a feature that a guy possessed that she didn't like, and she got rejected by another guy, and two other guys actually. And now you did. So, she don't like that happened. It's a bad look.
All right, let's go back right here. So it looked like we got 3 balloons left. So for this next round, I'm gonna have you ask these last 3 gentlemen one question. And once you ask it, we're gonna go down the line and ask them individually.
Okay. My question is, what is it that you did wrong in your last relationship?
That is okay. She's not hot enough to ask questions like that. Like that is a balloon pop on her. It's not a balloon pop on the last chick. It is a balloon pop on her. A question like that. The assumption that the man is automatically in the wrong is a balloon pop. Because basically she's like, listen, I want you to want to be better. I want you to admit that you were wrong in something and tell me how you're going to do better for me. Is what she's getting at with that question. Yeah. At her level of hotness, that's a balloon pop. At a higher level of hotness, that's not a balloon pop. Looks do give you a certain level of leeway. Yeah, somebody said it. She's looking for a simp. Yeah, and she's like, do you feel guilty for whatever it is that you did wrong? Listen, I was telling a friend of mine a couple of years ago who, no, it was last year? I think it was last year. It was last year. Who cheated on his wife and he felt guilty for that shit. I was like, listen, it's not cheating if your wife's not fucking you. Like, guys don't realize that that's the whole gambit. That's the whole gambit to make you feel guilty for shit. It's not cheating if your wife stopped fucking you. In fact, the whole reason that she stopped fucking you is so you would eventually cheat and so you could feel guilty for the shit. But she broke up with you the moment she stopped fucking you. Just like the moment a company stopped paying you, they already fired you. That's like a company like not paying a person, waiting for them to quit and say, yeah, you did some terrible work or some crap like that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Listen to me and listen to me good, fellas. It is not cheating if she's not fucking you.
Let's start right here. Give me your name, age, and what you did wrong in your last relationship, man.
My name is Gerald. I'm 34. I probably just didn't make her feel secure in it.
Okay. I appreciate the
honesty.
Okay.
Listen, y'all want to know the thing that I did wrong in my last relationship? I didn't put up with an obnoxious bitch. That's my answer. I didn't have enough patience for an obnoxious bitch.
Give me your name, age, and what did you do wrong in your last relationship?
Roderick Mays, 34. I picked the wrong woman.
See, that would have been me. That would have been me. See, he didn't give that accountability thing that she was just yearning for. You know, she just wanted you to feel guilty. She just wanted. I told y'all. I haven't seen this part. I told y'all she's just looking for a nigga to just feel guilty, like I did something wrong. I apologize to get through to you. What's another one where they do that? Something from was it Belle Biv DeVoe or New Edition? It was New Edition. I made a big mistake. Won't you forgive me for it? Now I can feel it. Feelings not felt before. I really love. That's what the fuck she want. That's what she want. I made a big mistake. Won't you forgive me for it? Oh shit. She wants you to come into the relationship guilty, like already guilty, already with your. She wants you to come into the relationship apologetic to her for some shit that you did to a previous bitch. What the fuck? And she got a camouflage hat on. Fuck that. Holy shit! This is the one that does the psychoanalyzing. I want to see what happens here.
What you pop this balloon for?
It's unaccountability. Like, I feel like he didn't really give me.
What if he don't have shit to be accountable for? So Melissa says that's a very important perspective to consider. To consider, fuck your man. Like you don't have to deal with shit like that. Like if you fuck him, feed him, and shut the fuck up, then everything that happens subsequently is on him. You did your part. Like, then he could rightly, give his apologetic song. Like, but yeah, what do you mean consider that? All right, let me see.
What he did wrong. You know what I'm saying?
They just want these niggas to go from New Edition to Too Short. Like, a bitch is a bitch. Not Ice Cube, but still. Like, they just shit's hilarious.
Saying,
yeah,
because before you enter a relationship, especially as a man, you think about everything, every quality this woman got before you enter an actual relationship, like a monogamous relationship. If you don't, something wrong with your mentals. But every real man is gonna think about what that woman qualities is before they get with her.
What?
So, with you not holding accountability for your actions, I don't like that. Like he.
Oh my God, she's dumb.
He didn't make her feel secure enough. You just blame
these dudes. These dudes actually pop balloon on threesome broads, but they don't see and hear this shit. This chick is nuts with no bullet. She hasn't had a bullet to the head and she's still just nuts.
Aimed it on basically her being her instead of you being.
Oh. So if a woman does wrong, it's just her being her. Where's your fault? Because you should have known that she was a fucked up human being before you got with her. There's this belief that women have license to be fucked up humans, and you as a man, need to tolerate it. Like, and if the relationship fails, it's not because she's a fucked up human being. It's because you didn't deal with her fucked up human beingness. This is classic. Look at this dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I feel you, but at the same time, when you fuck with somebody, you feel me, fuck with them heavy, you get to know the real them. And when I found out the real them,
He has a point.
Bye, baby. Right.
He has a point.
Yeah.
I ain't man.
She can't counter that logic. She can't counter any logic, but yeah.
Give me your name, age, and what did you do wrong in your last relationship?
Back, I'm 30 years old. My last relationship, I just wasn't a man. You know, I was young. I wasn't a leader.
Look at the look on her face. Holy shit. I wasn't a man. I'm a real man now. Because manhood is determined by how you treat your woman, apparently. Manhood is determined by putting up with her shit.
I wasn't financially responsible. See what I'm saying? I wasn't mature enough to be in a relationship. So, yeah.
All right.
Are you now?
Yeah, sure.
I told you. She wanted a man that comes from a place of apology for some shit that he didn't even do.
I had to work on myself. You know, you got to go work on yourself for a minute.
100%.
Sure.
Man, he here ready to find love, man. Feel he trying to find some love, man. Look like we got 2 balloons left. So for this last round, we gonna go ahead and have these fellas ask you one question. So you already give them your name and age. Just come right here for me. You already give me your name and age. Go ahead and ask her any question.
Where you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years,
I cannot stand that question. Probably because I'm older than these people here. But it's never where you like people who ask questions like that, which is a very commercial, stupid type question, but it's a very Steve Harvey question too. They need to look back 5 years ago and look at where they are and say, did I say that 5 years ago? Like, did I say that 5 years ago? And wherever it is in life, like few people can say, like, you know, maybe LeBron James, you know, when he was like a college basketball phenomenon, you know, he could say, yeah, 5 years ago, I pictured myself in the NBA and here I am. You know, but regular people, you know, it rarely works out. People rarely land exactly. Okay. Imagine driving to a destination, right? Say I were to drive from like San Jose or something to Los Angeles, and they say, where do you see yourself in 5 hours? It's like, well, rightly, you're going to say in Los Angeles. But there's things like traffic and stuff like that impedes that. And, you know, you might not get there. It's like, okay, you know, I know that I am going to continue to go into a positive direction. And in this case, from north to south. So I know I'm going to continue to go in this direction, but I'm not certain to where I'm going to land, which makes this conversation completely foolish.
probably see myself back in Atlanta opening up a chain of bars and restaurants.
In 5 years, she's not going to be in Atlanta opening up a chain of bars and restaurants.
Okay. What's the reason you pop, bro?
I'm just, if you move into Atlanta in 5 years, I'm
not moving to Atlanta. I said I see myself back in Atlanta. I make moves here and in Atlanta. I'm versatile. Like I said, versatile. I got business in Atlanta. I got business here. You see what I'm saying?
No, that makes no sense. Like, it seems like, and I don't know the difference between Indianapolis and Atlanta, but it does seem like a waste. It seems like a huge transportation cost for something that's uncertain.
Yeah, but still, I ain't going back and forth. My son is here, and I would.
And also, it's in addition to the waste of time that she's doing that. Like, why didn't she see herself when he asked the question? Why didn't she see herself in Indianapolis doing the same thing? Like she said, she had businesses here and there. Why didn't she say, You know, I see my business ventures in Atlanta and here expanding. But no, you said I see myself in Atlanta. He was right to assume that. You know, you're backpedaling because you didn't like getting rejected just now, but you did. You got rejected, and that's your best hat, and that's your best outfit.
That's fine.
That's all.
See, this is why it's called Salvation Army. This is why it's called Salvation Army, because it comes with clothes like this.
My kid's almost grown, so I'm
Hey, listen here. Hey.
What did that have to do with it? What did that have to do with it? My kids are almost grown. He was talking about how, yeah, exactly. What does that mean? He was like, listen, we're not a good fit because he doesn't do long distance. And it seems like you're at best looking to travel with your work. Well, my kids are grown. Which really means you've been doing this back and forth shit while a mother, which says something about you. All of this is just bad. Somebody says she needs new potential money. Well, of course she does, because, like, let's be clear. People like her live off the system some way, shape, or form. That system is contingent and only helpful to people with children. Once those kids turn 18, they lose whatever subsidies they have. Like their Section 8 runs out, or just the situation changes drastically when their youngest child turns 18. The fact that she says her kids are near grown and now she's on here looking for penis says something.
You already said your name and age, so go ahead and just ask her any question.
What's your primary focus? Is it your business or is it love, relationship? What are you really
Good
looking
question.
for right now?
all of the above. Can I not have it all in one? Is that a fairy tale?
It was an either or question, but I can understand her wanting to duck it. It really means that she don't respect you enough to lie, is what it means.
Or you can
Yeah.
have it if you want to, but I feel like I should be able to have it all. I should be able to have love. I should be able to have a partner in business and all of that.
See, here's the thing. She don't respect him enough to lie. If she was on a job interview and they asked her the exact same damn thing, she would lie. If at a job interview, let's just say, what kind of work did she say she want to do? I don't know. Just a multinational beverage firm, like her dream job. And they were to ask her the same thing, they would say, like, do you see personal relationships get interfering with your work? Oh, no, I put my work first, whether that's true or not.
In one person.
Conquer. Dang it.
Think about it.
Okay. So you saying, all right. So how often do you go on dates? How often do you expect to go on dates with your man?
It depends on what we got going on at the time.
Ooh.
Because if we're really busy and we really getting this bag, we might not have time for that many days. And that's cool with me.
She's not hot enough for these red flags. Listen, whenever a woman has a ghetto colloquialism for money, that is always a red flag. Now, many of them are hot enough because it's a small red flag. And many of them are hot enough to say, to get past it. But once they start saying, yeah, I got to get this bread, I got to get this cheese, I got to get this dough, I got to get this bag, I got to get this green, I got to get this cheddar, whenever they start talking like that, it means that they have like a, not only are they on some money at all cost stuff, but also they're on some hood stuff. Now, the hood aspect adds like a whole different dynamic to it, because hood people with hood mentalities, I should say, really only believe in getting wealth at the expense of others. Meaning if you notice in the hood, people don't really work together in order to get something unless they're taking it from someone else. You know, like a gang or something. It's like, okay, we're going to get together and take money from someone else. This is a hustle. Exactly. This is a hustle. I can only get wealthy at the expense of others. Versus a business mindset, which is more to the extent of, okay, I'm going to build a railroad system and people will have transportation and I will get paid. I'm going to build a bridge and people will be able to get from Oakland to San Francisco and I will get paid $11 to each car each day for the life of the bridge in order to get this done. I'm going to create a McDonald's and people are going to get food quickly and I am going to get paid. This is a business mindset. A hood mindset always leaves somebody feeling like shit. It's not a hustle unless you have a person that has been hustled. So she's definitely revealing that she has that mentality. You got to get this bag, which means that it's one of two things. It means that she intends to hustle you, or she would hope that you will hustle others, that the two of you will work together to hustle others. Either way, somebody has to feel like shit. You have to be getting over on somebody. It's like the term trick as it pertains to prostitutes and like just like as it pertains to prostitutes and Johns, whatever you want to call them, whatever non-pejorative phrase that you have for someone like that. It's like on the surface and to normal people without a hustle mindset, this is just a regular quid pro quo. You provide a person with a service and he provides you with funds. That's with anything. That's like if a person gets a massage or gets hires a Molly maid or hires a Lyft driver or something like that. They provide you with a service or they provide you with money and you provide them with a service. But a hustler mindset, like, oh yes, I have to throw in the fact that I have disrespected this person. This person has been disrespected by me because it's a hustle now, That's like me taking it, because like when I go on trips, I take the Lyft to the airport. That's like me taking the Lyft to the airport and be like, yeah, trick ass nigga. Or the Lyft driver saying to me, a person who paid for the ride, like, look at that trick ass nigga. There's an undertone of disrespect when it comes to hustle and hustled in the hood, and the whole get the bag thing is a clear indication of that. Like, let's get this bag.
Because we're focused on the bag. You understand that?
She's saying all the right things.
He said he's saying all the right things, man. She's saying the right things, man. Come to the top then, man. Come on, let's go back right here, man. Since she's saying all the right things, man. You know what I'm saying? Before we get down to a yes or a no, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you, y'all, is there any last questions y'all want to ask each other? Starting with you.
How many kids you got?
I got three sons.
How old? What's the youngest they want to age?
2, 11, 10, and 2.
Your baby mama crazy?
Nah, I'm a smooth guy. Ain't no need for that. You take care of your kids. You shouldn't have.
And that's why I want to see. The questions I ask is for a reason. It's very logical.
For sure. That's all the questions you got?
No more questions.
You got any last question you want to answer?
It's the same question I just basically said over there. You said it's, but which one leads you? Like your heart or logical thinking? Is you thinking with your chest or you thinking with your mind?
I'm thinking with my mind.
You sure? You positive though.
Listen, I am thinking with my mind first.
I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to build.
And me too. I'm thinking with my mind, because if you think with your heart, sometimes it can let you down. Like he said, like you vibing out too cool and being with the.
Okay, thinking with your mind works when you're smarter than you are. Thinking with your mind works for smart people. People like her are better off trusting their instincts.
The wrong person. And it's because you thinking with your heart and not your mind. Because if you was thinking with your mind, you would have seen her with her phone down on the bed, and you would have seen the type of person she was if you was actually thinking and not in your feelings.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, that didn't make any sense whatsoever. And I think that she thinks that thinking rationally is a protection against certain things. But once again, it's the person would have to be smarter than her. Like first of all, it's a very bad question to begin with because he's putting it as a either or. Like a person can only think with their heart. Well, what he called chess, which is weird. But a person could either think with their heart or their mind when, they can actually do both. In fact, in most situations, it's kind of like you love your kids and you want the best for them. So you make the best possible decisions with your mind because you love your kids. Like yeah. Droopy D has a point. She talks like a crook because she is a crook. That's what hustle means. See, that's the thing. These guys who are talking about, I hustle. First of all, they're doing that to entice women like this, women who are okay with that lifestyle. And I just told y'all what a hustle is. A hustle is getting by at the expense of others. If you were anything else, you would be a businessman or a worker or what have you. But no, to call it a hustler, it means that somebody has to be hustled. Meaning that when you're selling discount, cologne or perfume, and it's of low quality, you have hustled someone. They have to feel like they're getting over.
What the hell, man?
And this might be personal experience. I might be, coming from a personal place, but I be feeling like women can't make that line. Like I'm at a point where I'm trying to build, like I'm trying to make some money and grow like that.
Yeah, for sure.
That love, I ain't saying it could wait. I ain't trying to put it on the back burner.
I can see why you
right
feel
now,
like that.
Let's get some money real quick. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't see what you're saying. I don't see what you're saying. And it doesn't even balance with your actions. You popped the balloon on her for being money focused, yet you just stated how you're money focused. That doesn't, like, what the hell? That made no sense whatsoever. And I'm wrapping my brain around it. It's like, okay. Wow. Yes, yeah, exactly. This is like a pimp hoe dynamic, where you have a person with a hustle mindset and you have a person who also has a hustle mindset. The woman, of course, is attracted to the man's hustle mindset because he thinks like her. And they go out and hustle others. Two women like this, men are divided into two categories, and that is hustlers and people who are to be hustled. Those are the only two types of men in their lives, similar to a prostitute, who the only two types of men that exist that of value to her is pimps and johns. So absolutely. That's really no way to live, but it's just nigga talk to seduce women like this. And that's why it's so confusing, because he knows that he's not really attracted to that mentality, but he has to present that he has that mentality to be attractive to other women. So that's why he popped the balloon on the very thing that, for the very quality that he possesses. It's like, I'm trying to get this paper. Like, dude, well, whatever it is, because there are doctors your age. I mean, there were other ways to get it other than being a 30-year-old rapper. Like, I mean, a would-be rapper. There's other things. I'm trying to get this paper. I got a clothing line coming up. Nigga, what? I mean, everybody with a Teesprings account has a clothing line coming up, like, or has a clothing line up. Like, it's not, you know, listen. And this is also to the people who have the mindset of, where do you see yourself in 5 years type thing. Listen, ambition alone is not enough. And I know a lot of women think that it is, but it's not. Ambition alone is not enough.
Four older brothers though, so I was raised by the wolves, so I think like the wolves.
Yeah.
You understand that?
I did.
I don't want to understand that.
So
maybe I made a mistake, but
you might have, but that's cool.
I'm gonna go with.
Somebody said, how many clothing lines in the world? Jesus. Well, it's fewer clothing line than there are rappers. That's for sure. Somebody said, help women out. What is enough? Elaborate on the question. I'll understand it.
What I'm thinking.
As
I
you should.
I appreciate you, Ray. I'm gonna go ahead and have you return right there, man. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to find you no love here.
Oh, I see what you're asking. When I say ambition alone is not enough. So what is enough is aptitude. Ambition combined with aptitude, combined with strategy, and largely combined with luck. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's an ambitious midget that want to be in the NBA. You know, and he can have all the ambition in the world. You know, it's not going to help him dunk anything ever. You know, like it's so, you know, there's other factors. There's aptitude. There's, you know, there's intellect. If you if you want to succeed in a field that requires intellect, which most do, you know, there's a whole bunch of things. But she's not going to assess on that basis, you know. And also, there's ways to see that if a person is on a trajectory. And I don't know if he is, to be quite frank. But she don't care about that because she's just looking for that ambition.
You know, it's too cold, man. But we do wish you the best luck on your future endeavors. But before you go, man, shout out to her because she did make the Too Cold Ice Creation drinks, man. I'm gonna give y'all a little rundown of the drinks real quick before the end of the video. But
I don't want to run down on the
cooking up some drinks for everybody, man.
No problem.
We appreciate
That's what I do. I'm in my bag.
For sure. All right, then.
And she don't have it either. She don't have it either. I mean, you know, and I don't really care about a woman's propensity to generate wealth. I really don't. But if you, fellas, pay attention to this, because a lot of women do this. And this goes into what I was just saying about confusing aptitude with ambition. They behave in the relationship as if they are successful as their ambition will think that they will be in 5 years. For example, it was so many women that I've dated and mated and related, you know, to be honest, who were in certain things. Now, these things almost in certain fields, and these things almost always had to do with aesthetics. Whether it's hair, makeup, you know, I'm an esthetician, like stuff like that, nails. It's always something like that. Now, these things have the potential to generate great wealth. And sometimes it does, but most times it doesn't. Especially amongst Black women. And that's because it's actually more women who's doing hair. It's a higher percentage of women doing hair. You know, like the customer to hair care specialist ratio is low. You have like 60% of Black women that can do hair competing for the business of the remaining 40%. That's not a good model. But they don't know this when they're in these schools. So they're in these schools thinking that, you know, I'm going to out earn this nigga that works at Burger King right now. You know, these are the same bitches that said in the 90s, you know, like, stupid nigga working in computers or going to school for computers. What's computers gonna bring to the world? They said shit like that. They said shit like that in the 90s. Anyway, yeah, look at you now, bitch. Anyway. But they had this trajectory and this vision that they would just be like, you know, have like a chain of salons and stuff, and I would just be some broke ass nigga, just, you know, I don't know, pushing keys or whatever they thought, you know, computer scientists did in the 90s or would wind up doing in the 90s. So yeah, that was a thing. They were behaving as if they were in the position that they were successful in the position that they were going into. And this was all kinds. This was all kinds of women. It wasn't just cosmetology of sorts. It was also, there was this one who, and maybe she did do it, who knows, but she was like, she's like, listen, I'm going to be, what was it? Cause she was in massage therapy school, but she wanted to do it for the Raiders. She just seen herself getting into the proximity of a bunch of NBA niggas. So as a pretty girl who's rubbing down NBA niggas and NFL niggas, she was like, I am destined to be a basketball / football / baseball wife. I'm destined to be the wife of an A's / Raiders / Warriors player or what have you. All I need to do is get in their proximity. Maybe she was successful in that. Maybe she wasn't. But she used this she said her trajectory is far greater than mine, meaning that in her mind, she was already with an NFL nigga. So, you know, that relationship did not work out. Unfortunate for me, because she did look good and she did have those golden hands. I will say that. Like, she knew what she was doing with those hands as far as massages goes. So, you know, that was, but yeah, I see it all the time. They behave as if they're in the position that they're going for, that they're completely successful in the position that they're going for. And they already look at you as a broke ass nigga. It's very weird. I could tell you from experience, being in my 40s, that they rarely wind up anywhere of substance. They rarely do. No, I have a group of people in mind when I made that computer statement. But furthermore, I did have like a particular scenario that was in mind, and I'll share that with you when that actually happened. And this woman was extraordinarily delusional. So back in the day, and I don't know, they still have them. I think they do. I think like DeVry is one of them. You know, and then they have those career colleges and stuff. So, you know, those colleges that aren't universities, but they're colleges that are on TV during the day. And then they say stuff like, you know, what are you sitting around watching TV all day for when you can be a medical assistant or a legal assistant, or what's the other one? I don't know. It was something. It was something. You know, so she got into one of those. We were the same age. And this one was called, dental hygienist, stuff like that. Yeah. Like Everett's. But see, this one was called Healed. Now, Healed is no longer an accredited institution. In fact, I think that they're just gone altogether. It was Healed Business College. So she went there and I went to regular college. And and I didn't really trip. I wasn't on some. I only date women that's in college with me or anything like that. But because we actually went to junior high together, and as the relationship progressed, as time progressed, and she was getting closer, because they say like you can have your completion, you can have your business degree, in I don't know, something like 9 weeks or something like that. Like DeVry, ITT Tech. It was one of those type places. And it was less than a year. It was either 6 or 9 months, but it was less than a year. And you go there and they teach you like Excel spreadsheets and crap like that. And, how to file alphabetically. I don't know what the fuck they teach you, but, and then they help you find work. And you actually leave these 6 months programs, these 6 to 9 months programs, with an extraordinary student loan debt. One that rivals 4-year institutions. That 6 months cost you as much as people, who went to a 4-year institution. And I kid you not, she actually made less than I did while as a student, but she was still all tits out. I made $9 an hour doing tech support. $9 an hour doing tech support. You know how much she made? $8. After she graduated, after she got this, and she knew it. She knew it. She knew that, I made more than her because, she knew I made $9 an hour. And she, of course, knew that she made $8, but she was still looking down on me. And I found that very, very weird, the level of delusion that she had, because, for one, this is your full potential, apparently. Like, this $8 represents you at max. I haven't even scratched the surface of my max yet. I'm still like a sophomore. I was just like dumbfounded, like, bitch, are you really talking like you better than me? And she was really on some I'm educated shit. It was weird as fuck. I shit you not. It was the weirdest thing ever. It was the weirdest thing ever. So yeah, that was one of the first. That was one of the first that really just happened like that. And then the massage therapist woman, that thing. But yeah, and she had debt. Let's not forget about the debt. She had debt. Like debt. So it was just mind-boggling. She probably still has that debt, because Joe Biden didn't forgive it yet. She might, because what are you paying at $8 an hour? This is 90s money, but what are you paying at $8 an hour?
Have a good.
And it do be these chicks. And then these companies are terrible. You want to know why? Because what they're doing is they're putting something fancy that sounds like it makes a lot of money in the commercial, and a lot of women are and guys, but with guys is typically a genuine trade. Like Wyotech, I believe, is a genuine trade. Like, you can go, and if you get your HVAC, you get your trucking license, you actually do make money. But these jobs don't even make money. Like, and like dental hygienists, for example. And I was talking to one, and then she told me that she gets like $18 an hour, but she doesn't even work 8 hours a day. It depends on how many people that come in and get their teeth cleaned. So, it's not a full-time job. She used to hang her titties right over my fucking eyes, like all the damn time. When she was in my mouth, she would hang her titties, white woman, she would hang her titties right over my face. She knew what the fuck she was doing. She had her shit unbuttoned. So she's out there getting men to come back for the titties. That's how she's making her 18. That's to give her the edge over the other bitches who just cleaning teeth. Anyway, damn, where was I going? I got lost in her titties. But where was I going? Oh, so yeah, she made and that's when I first realized. I was like, I thought they got paid more. I thought that they got paid, a living wage. And this wasn't the 90s that she was making this 18. So I was like, dang. And then they'd be like $60,000 in debt. Like, that does not, in California, you are in a position. You are in a position. But they sell these girls on the concept of working with successful people. You see, they feel that success is a matter of proximity. Meaning that, if you work next to a doctor, then you are going to make more just by being close to a doctor. That's not how the real world works. Like Jay-Z's janitor probably gets the same amount as every other janitor on the planet. It doesn't really work that way. But they fooled them, and that's why all of these titles, like medical assistant, you're next to a doctor, you're working with a doctor, so you must be somewhat successful because you're working with doctors, or what's the other one? Legal assistant. Like, all this is women who are looking to work next to successful men. They're playing on that. And the cold part is, and this is the cold part, most of them, the overwhelming majority of them, don't get jobs. That's the thinking. That's the thinking, Melissa. If you're cute enough and work next to a doctor, then bow chicka wow wow. Yeah. Maybe it's possible. But women are cute until they are actually with other cute women. Let me start there. And women tend to know that. So, it's like, oh yeah, I'm so cute. I was the cutest girl in Missouri, I was the Missouri prom queen. And I beat out 50 other girls to become the Missouri prom queen. And then they go against other women. They go to LA to become actresses, thinking that they're the cutest thing out there. And then they wind up on a casting call full of rooms of, with a room full of women that look just like them or better. Like that's what happens with occupations like that. It becomes a bottleneck. It becomes a bottleneck of, young 20-somethings all spending $60,000 at these career colleges. And guess what? They don't even get the job. Like, really stop and think about it. Like how many of these girls do they graduate a year just at one of these colleges? What, 100? They graduate like 100 of these girls a year. It's not that many hospitals, bitch. It's not that many hospitals. It's not. And these hospitals already have nurses and, CPAs and phlebotomists. Oh, I forgot about the phlebotomist. I'm going to tell you this story another time. They already got phlebotomists. They already got X-ray technicians. They already got ultrasound operators. So each and every single year, you get these 100 girls, all of whom are trying to be an ultrasound, operator, which every city, even a major city like San Francisco, probably has like less than 12 of them. All of them are filled. They have like less than 12 of these positions, all of which are filled. If one of the ultrasound operators retires right now, then all of those 100 girls who graduated with that in the past 5 or 10 years are going to apply for that one position at the same damn time. It's a ridiculous endeavor if I ever seen it. And you're right. They do it because of what Melissa said, is because if you're cute enough, every woman thinks that she's cute enough until she comes in the room with cuter women. And that's what men too. Every man thinks that he's going to be a hoop star until he goes to, university or something, and he actually goes to the guy that was in the city next to him, and he was also the high school phenomenon. And y'all all on the same team, and you face a team of other high school phenomenons. Then that's when the real kicks in. That's when the real kicks in. So anyway, life is full of chicks like that. These ambition chicks. I'm getting my bag. I'm getting my paper. I'm going to heal. Like, oh gosh. Where are you going to be in 5 years? Because I'm going to be an X-ray technician. You're going to be a person with $80,000 in debt making $12 an hour is what you're going to be. But you got a fancy title.
Oh, all right, fellas, let's go. Give it up. We got one lady left, man. We getting right down to it, man. Stay tuned. Let's go.
Yes, and that's another thing. Everybody from that doctor down can work an X-ray machine, and they do. And they could also draw blood, and they do. So they're not even needed, they're wanted. How about university, right? For whatever reason, and I'm not gonna say what university I went to, but if y'all went there, y'all will be able to tell by what I'm about to say. The broadcasting, well, maybe it's changed. I don't know what you call it, broadcasting or communications. The communications majors were also in the math building. And so I would walk by the classes from time to time, and it was all females, all of them above average looking. And all of them wanted to be like news reporters, news anchors, and, weather girls or crap like that. They just wanted to be in the news. And I'm thinking like, oh, you as a comms major? Well, are you a news anchor or like, I'm thinking like, they're not running the numbers. They're in the math department, or they're in the same building with the math students, but they're not running the numbers. Like, I mean, in California, like, what is it? Like 5 news stations? All of them already have employees. Like it's a non-starter. We have, there's so many, there's so many UCs, there's so many, there's Stanford, there's okay, I don't know what the major is. I do know that these bras wanted to be news anchors. I don't know what it is. But yeah, exactly. Unless you're related, unless you're connected, unless you're royalty. And that's because every year they graduate a bunch of you, and there's only like 5 positions, if that. I'm like, this is just one university. Like, I mean, there's university all across California. So, but all those chicks, if you talk to them and you try to get in their pants, you would swear that they were already, that chick, You can apply that to every single job out there. Each year, hundreds of graduates in every single subject. Well, there are certain things, yes. I do think that the degrees, that college is a bubble. And I do. There is truth to that. There are just not enough jobs. There is truth to that, which is why a person shouldn't behave as if they're already successful because they're studying to work at a job in a saturated field. Yes, every field is saturated, some more than others. Of course, a doctor can, find work a lot easier than a X-ray technician. But yes, that's true. Understanding the proportions is what I was talking about, strategy. Okay.
All right, look, man, we made it all the way down to the last lady, man. It looked like we still got 8 fellas left. So, without further ado, let's bring out our last lady, man. See what she's coming with.
See what she look like.
Indeed. Here you go. Stand right here for me. Yeah. Make sure you face the camera. Give me your name, age, and what do you do for a living?
Hi, my name is Vision Bay. My real name is Dominique. I'm 31. I'm a tarot reader slash medium.
Okay, that's a hustle. What is it with people in Indianapolis and hustles? That's a hustle. Somebody say she thick though. She flirts with the line of tolerance between thick and fat. Meaning that before dinner, she's thick. After dinner, she's fat. And that's your life. And it's only going to go downhill from there. What do you think is going to happen when you pop a baby out of her? Oh, she's a witch? I didn't see that. Oh, I thought you were saying she was a witch because she had that septum ring. All women with septum rings are witches. But no, you're saying that she's a witch because she reads tarot cards. Yeah.
I also do hair, and I'm a private chef.
I told you. It's like black people are allergic to jobs.
Okay, she's a hustler. Yeah. All right, Dan. What you looking for in a man or a relationship?
Someone that's honest. I don't like sassy men. I don't like bullshitters. I like men that's straight to the point. You know, honest, loyal. No baby mama drama whatsoever.
No baby mama drama whatsoever.
Men that have like open minds, not closed minds and shit. We can figure that out.
For sure. What's some deal breakers for you?
Liars, baby mama drama. That's it. It's pretty much it. I'm pretty understanding, so.
All right, then, man, fellas. Y'all, it sounds like y'all heard enough, man. Go ahead and take y'all blindfolds off, man.
I'm glad you popped your motherfucking phone.
Damn.
All right, so no additional pops. So what we gonna do is we're gonna go down the line and get the information and ask them what's the reason they popped their balloon. So give them your name, age, and what's the reason you popped your balloon.
My name is Gerald. I'm 34. It was just a tarot reader. I'm sorry. I wish you would have led with private chef though. Yeah, I wish you would have led with private chef though.
That's what I feel.
Make sure you hold your makeup too.
Oh, that's understandable.
Yeah, is this somebody your type or somebody you'd approach?
I don't really have a type. I'm more of a personality. So.
Why did she say she glad he?
Yeah.
All right then. Give me your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
J Diddy, 41, and the tarot reader shit. You know what I mean? Making deals with the devil and shit.
You think that's what that is?
I'm good, baby. But you fine.
Thank you.
It ain't deals with the devil. What is?
Hey, somebody from that region answer me this. Is everybody in Indianapolis like this? Have weird hangups and superstitions? Listen, y'all know how I feel about Zodiac bitches. I don't really favor them too much, but it's not a deal breaker. I understand that some women are just Zodiac bitches. I think it's kind of lowbrow, but I don't hold it against them too much. And I understand that every now and again, some women want to suck another woman's titty. Said I'm a Zodiac bitch. That's funny. I'm wondering if I should tell this story about a Zodiac chick. Fellas, it's nothing worse. I'm not going to tell the story. I will say, My disdain for zodiac bitches is it comes from it being the stupidest reason that I have ever been rejected ever. So press 1 if you had a chick that was completely interested in you and you thought that y'all were compatible in every way, and then she's like, so what's your sign? And then you say your sign, and she don't pop the balloon because she's because y'all not on the show, but she really Scorpio, but she really just like lose all interest. She just lose all fucking interest in you because of the day of the month that you was born. Like where the moon was when you was born. What the fuck is that? What in the fuck is that? And it got me thinking, like, how many of these women are missing out on the guy of their dream or girl of their dream because he was born, because the parents decided to conceive him in the summer or on Valentine's Day? Oh my gosh. I want y'all to remember that this was written. Do you love to fuck? Of course, I'm a Scorpio, so I love to fuck. All signs love to fuck. What the hell is it? What kind of question is that? See, Zodiac chick. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Oh, you're a Scorpio because you love to fuck. What? Okay, answer me. What's the Zodiac that don't love to fuck? What's the Zodiac that don't love to fuck? Because if there's a Zodiac that don't love to fuck, I'm willing to bet that 9 months after, like, I'm pretty sure they have babies too, or else it'll be a huge gap. It'll be like it'll be like a month of babies that's not born because the people on that particular sign don't like to fuck. Actually, that's not how it works. So scratch that. Nevertheless, everybody likes to fuck. Scorpios are especially horny. I am especially horny, but it's not because I'm a Scorpio. It's because I'm just game. That's just how I am.
Is it?
It's people have to be educated on what they talking about. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
But unlike these dudes, it's not a deal breaker. I just like okay, And it's not like I could prove it wrong, so I just go along with it. Like, yeah, I like the fuck. You got me there. It's probably because I'm a Scorpio. Just run with it if she's cute enough.
Right.
You don't know what's going on.
I've been raised up Pentecostal apostolic shit. That's devil. That's devil shit, baby.
But look, that's crazy because I'm probably one of the most purest people you ever meet in your life. So
damn.
I don't do that.
Might have missed that.
I got a real good relationship with God. So
okay, is this somebody your type or somebody?
Yeah, he's a nice teddy bear. I like teddy bears.
Damn, man, you know what I'm saying? You blew it, man. Come in a little closer for me.
Okay, I'm gonna answer this. I have. It definitely depends on what the fight was about. But if it's about something serious, no. I am the type of person that can receive a blowjob and then pick up in the fight where I left off. I've done that before. And then, there has been times where I've done. See, y'all gotta understand me. What y'all see now, the game changer that y'all know now, is a filtered human being. I've spent the majority of my youth completely unfiltered. Basically just saying the first fucked up thing that came to my head. Always. And I didn't give a shit what a bitch thought. And I would do this shit regularly. And I still do it more. I still do it now more than regular humans. But it was awful. It was awful back then, looking back on it. And this shit would include and it wouldn't be so. It was so bad to where it wasn't a rhetorical question when I would say to the bitch, why the fuck aren't you as hot as your sister? Y'all got the same mama and daddy. Why the fuck she's so much sexier than you? And I would actually be surprised when they would get mad at me for saying shit like that. So stuff like that always sparked fights. And some of those fights did end with her just sucking my dick. So, yeah. And there was one in particular where I did forgive because of some fucked up shit that I said and did. Somebody said, you were popular. Well, this was in and out of the school setting, but it wasn't a matter of popularity. So there's something called comedic license that I had. If you notice, like comedians could get away with saying anything, like even the court fool or the fool of the kingdom. He's the only person that can insult the king. That's just the way the world works. I was born a funny human being. So I just kind of like leaned on this license. Yeah, the court gesture. Thank you. I just kind of like leaned on this license. Like, I just, say whatever the fuck I wanted. And as long as it was funny, it was okay. So that was my life. So I kind of spent a large portion of my life with no filters whatsoever. And I'd never get my ass whipped for it. And I'd never lose pussy because of it. So yeah, a lot of fights did happen that way. From shit that I would say. And yeah, that's exactly how the pattern went.
Give me your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
My name Tez, aka Mike Jones.
Oh my God.
31 years old.
Did she just complain about a coochie itch? And like right in the middle of some wait a minute. I gotta see if this happened.
Is this somebody your type or somebody?
Yeah, he's a nice teddy bear. I like teddy bears.
Damn, man. Yeah, so you blew it, man. Come in a little closer for me. Give me your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
My name Tez.
Y'all see that? Did y'all see that? She just said my coochie itch and started pulling at her. What the hell? I don't know if y'all need to be told this. Stay the fuck away from crotch itches. Stay away from crotch itches. She has a disease. And listen, oh gosh. I hate that I'm having this conversation with adults. Yes, crabs, exactly. Are not fun. Let's see. Warts, not fun. Yeah, just stay away. Anything that goes wrong, stay away. I remember I had to have this white chick, and she was upset. But she actually had to show me the paperwork because she had razor bumps. She was like, "No, it's just razor bumps." I was like, "What the fuck?" So anything bumpy, I don't fuck with. And then I had a bitch tell me that this wasn't the white girl. This was somebody else. She said I look like I fucked worse. And her shit was all keloid up. Fellas. You know how some people they're allergic to like steel or something? So every time they get a cut, it swells up and leaves a keloid. Her shit was all fucked up. And she had her hand over it, thinking that I wasn't gonna remove her hand, and like, what the fuck? She was like, don't you act like that. You I know you fucked worse. There's a lot of nasty girls out there. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, listen, no, thank you. But and to my everlasting shame, fellas, I'm about to confess something to you that I'm not proud of. I let her give me a hand job. I was all hot and bothered, and I wanted to finish, and I let her give me a hand job. Yeah, I don't mind if a woman don't shave.
Okay, hey, Mike Jones, 31 years old. I had to pop my balloon.
Nobody popped a balloon. She just said my coochie itch, and nobody popped. Is this Indianapolis? She said Scorpios. All right, I think there's some non-Scorpios that would have took it too.
Because I've been knowing this woman for like half my life. And we like family. Like we family.
Okay,
I ain't gonna call her little sis because we the same age. She family though. So I had to pop my balloon on her. But she good people though. Love her to death.
Nah, for sure. Well, I ain't even gonna ask if it's your type or nothing. You know what I'm saying? If it's fam bam, gang in the building. Give me your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
Roderick. I'm 34. Dominique, you know me. I ain't too much to say.
How you know you?
I used to talk to him back in the day. Long time.
Every
there you go.
time. Now I tell y'all, man, every time, man. Long time ago?
She knows she bad. You bad.
Long time ago.
My aura is a little bit off, so baby.
I just don't fuck with you. That's all.
Damn.
You just what? Hold on,
We
come
not
here.
gonna
Where
do
you keep
that. I
walking
said I
away?
just don't fuck with him. That's all.
So
And
this
I
ain't.
was trying to be nice.
Is that
So
one of her
that
baby
ain't nobody
daddies?
your type.
He can't spin the box. That's the problem.
He can't what?
He is not my type.
Okay.
Wait.
Listen.
She said he can't.
this
What?
ain't-
I was trying.
Off, so baby.
I just don't fuck with you. That's all.
You just what? Hold on,
We
come
not
here.
gonna
Where
do
you
that.
keep
I
walking
said I
away?
just don't fuck with him. That's all.
So
And
this
I
ain't.
was trying to be nice.
So that ain't nobody your type. No?
He can't spin the box. That's the problem.
He can't explain the bot. What is that? Is that some slang or something? What the fuck is that? What did she just say to him? I don't follow whatever people like this have going on. I don't know. What does that mean? Spin the block. What does that mean? So what? Okay, I'm not even gonna get in that.
He can't what?
He is not my type.
Okay, that's a hey. Listen here, right here, brother. Give me your name, age, and what's the reason you pop your balloon?
Money, 31. It was the terror. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm into that.
That's cool.
Man,
That's okay.
that was about it.
Is this somebody your type or
He's
somebody?
cute. I like me a man with some meat on him. Thank you.
You look good too.
Thank you.
Out the gate, man. All right, so we ain't gonna head back to the top because we got 3 balloons left right here. So for this next round, we just gonna have you ask these gentlemen one question, and then we're gonna go down the line and ask them individually.
Okay. How many kids do you have?
I got 3. I got 3 sons. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's all bad when at singles events, women are asking how many kids you have, as opposed to do you have any kids? They're asking how many do you have. That's all bad.
Go down here. Give me your name, age, and how many kids you got.
Okay, that make more sense. That definition.
Nephew, 29. I got 2.
2. Okay.
For sure. Give me your name, age, and how many kids you got.
Lamar, 29. I got 6.
Shit.
The fact that she asked how many kids y'all got and they all had kids more than one really says something. This is the state of Black dating. Somebody said run into an ex at a singles event is a sign of a high body count. Well, it happened twice with her, like 2 of them. Well, not having kids would likely disqualify her, because I know I've been disqualified for not having kids. Always with women with kids. Yeah, that is a turnoff to women with kids because you haven't shown a history of being taken advantage of. Is what it comes down to. And that's why always the follow-up question is, what's your relationship like with your baby mama? Do you take care of the kids? They basically want to know if you're out of the baby mama's life, but you're still financially, contributing to the baby mama. Like, and, they look at me and they see somebody that's not about that shit. And I'm not. They know that I have proven that I like condoms. I've proven this to them. I've proven that fact to them, that I like condoms, I fuck with condoms, and unlike guys like this, they don't come off. They don't come off. There isn't no after a while he's gonna get tired of these condoms, or once the box of 24 runs out, oh, that 25th one, I'm getting it raw. That's not the case. That is not the case, and it has not been for all of my life. When I was young, I used to steal condoms. I used to steal condoms because not because I couldn't afford them, and this was like high school and stuff. I stole condoms because I was too embarrassed to buy them. I always felt that the person behind the counter was looking at me and judging me, and I didn't want that. I didn't want them in my business, so I'd steal them. True shit. But I made sure I used it all the time.
I got 6 kids, 5 baby mamas. Ain't no child support for none of them. Got full custody of 3 of them. Goddamn it. Yeah.
He's still trying to find love.
Wait.
That's what's up.
What did she say? That's what's up to?
I got 6 kids, 5 baby mamas. Ain't no child support for none of them. Got full custody of 3 of them.
That's
Goddamn it. Yeah.
He's still trying to find love out here.
That's what's up, though.
Ain't no child support on none of them? That's impressive. So at least she knows that she can eventually take the condom off. And she knows that he's fertile. He don't have a vasectomy. And wait. No, why would I whisper to the cashier? It's the cashier that I'm embarrassed with. Somebody said, all right, hold on. She the type to buy a pack of gum and drink and whisper to the cashier to throw a condom in. No. Okay, so like at Walgreens and stuff, because you're thinking like a 7-Eleven. But in Walgreens and stuff, it's not behind the counter. It's you go to the contraception aisle or what have you. And it is like that to this day. It's just that now they put it, they lock it up, depending on the type you use. So I would take it from there, and I would steal it from there. Yes, I did have to buy something to justify my reason for being in the store, but that's a whole nother can of worms. Fortunately, I never got caught. But okay, so back to the custody thing. So she's turned on by the fact that he's not paying child support to anybody else, because that's more child support money for him or for her. Because after a certain amount of kids, they cap it off. They like, okay, he's tapped out. There's no more child support. Like Nick Cannon, he's way past his thing. I forget how many kids it is, but after a certain amount, you don't have to pay child support, and it just divides more and more and more between all the baby mamas. So the fact that he doesn't have to pay child support and he is reckless with the dick, really says, there she goes. She sees him as a prime candidate. Somebody says she was smiling. So yeah, she's probably interested. And pre-selection. Let's not forget that. Yeah.
God damn.
God damn.
I got 3.
All right, look, so based off of that, man, you got your toothpick? They are not bringing the toothpicks out here, and I
forgot.
really
Look, I've
provided
been back there
I
for
gave
4
it to him.
hours.
That's why I gotta hand it to him personally, man.
I got one.
I was about to. You hear me? Based off of those answers, though, I'm gonna have you just pop one of their balloons. And hold your mic up too.
She gonna pop.
Damn.
Dang, she didn't pop the 6
he's not my
kids.
type. Even though I don't have a type, I just want to fuck with you.
Even though you ain't got no
Off the
type,
looks.
he's not your type shit.
I don't. It's hard to explain, but
Yeah, he probably.
yo, his aura.
Even though I don't have a type, she's not my type.
I'll fuck around with her. Yeah. Mama.
Just because I had to choose.
And I ain't gonna have us go back to the top again. So for this last round, we're gonna have these last 2 gentlemen ask you one question. And we're gonna start with him. Give me your name, age, and go ahead and ask her one question.
I'm Mac, 30 years old. Same question I've been asking all day. Do you hold yourself accountable?
Yes. That's one thing I pride myself on is accountability.
Okay.
For sure. All right then.
That was weird.
Right here, man. You already said your name and age, man. Just go ahead and ask her one question.
How can you add value to my life?
Who said I was trying to?
Who said I was trying to?
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's all I need to hear.
I was gonna pop anyway.
What's the reason?
Why did you pop his balloon in if you was gonna pop it on him anyway? That was classic. So fellas, this is the reason why I always say keep this YouTube shit on YouTube. Because that's what that was. That was some old, what do you bring to the table? How can you act? That's shit that you hear on YouTube that you think sounds cool on a date. I was like, what the fuck? That was random. It was just like randomly confrontational.
You pop though?
Cause she said, who said she was trying to? I need, at the age I am, where I stand in life, who I am in life, I need a woman that's gonna add value to my life, not one that's just gonna take value from
I don't
my
want
life.
anything from you. I just you asked me the question. That was my honest answer.
For sure. And I respect that 100%. I'm just saying.
For sure.
If I was gonna have to, thank you.
Well, hey, then, let's go ahead and bring that back to the top. Yeah, you hear me? I'm gonna have you come back up with me too, bro. You the only one with a balloon left, so I'm gonna have you stand right here. Let's see if we can work some magic, possibly. Before we get down to a yes or a no, man, I'm just gonna ask y'all: is there any last questions y'all want to ask each other? Starting with you, my brother.
You know how many children you have?
I have 3.
You got
2
3
girls
kids?
and a boy.
Okay. That's all I got. Only question I got.
That's the only question you got.
What's your relationship with God?
Holy crap.
I'm not a religious person, but I'm spiritual. So I talk to the Creator every night. I don't like to put no title on it. The Creator.
I like that.
Yeah.
Why would you like that? That is the safest answer a person can give. Quite frankly, it's the answer I would give. That answer appeases all women, from atheists to witches to devout Christians. That is the safest answer a man can give to that question. I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. It's like, ooh, he's spiritual. Like, well, how do you express your spirituality? Well, by doing nothing. It means that I want points for being religious without actually having to do shit, like go to church, like take communion, like contribute to the church community in any way by joining the choir. I don't actually have to do shit, but I want the credit of those who actually have to participate in the religion, because they're like Catholicism and the subsequent Christianity. It's very low maintenance compared to other religions, compared to the ones where you have to pray 5 times a day, that you got to turn towards Mecca and pray 5 times a day, and you got to not eat pork. The ones that make you fast, the ones that make you wear a hat everywhere. Like there's a lot of religion that requires a lot of stuff from people. And what he's saying is, I don't do shit, but I'm spiritual.
I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, she rocking with that, man. So is that's the only question you got?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, and yeah. All right, then without further ado, my brother, is it a yes for you?
For sure.
And is it a yes for you?
Sure. Come on, man. Say the best for last, man. Last but not.
Somebody said that she knows he a rapper. I think that she didn't ask that. She just asked, if he's fertile, can he have kids? She's been the choice of all 3. Yeah.
Not least, man. Last but not least, man. Look, man, we appreciate y'all for sliding through on Kicking It With Too Cold, man. We found a match at the end. We got a match at the beginning, man. Unfortunately, fellas, we ain't find out no matches, but hey, look, I wish y'all the best of luck in y'all future endeavors too, man. Hey, look, y'all, I appreciate y'all really supporting, man. If y'all want to be a part of the episodes, y'all want to support, come down to Naptown, fly down. I know it's a lot of support from all over the country right now. You feel me? Y'all hit my DM, man. DM CJ2Code on Instagram. I'm going to drop it right here. Or y'all can message me on Facebook, Corey Tibbs Jr. I'm going to drop that tag right here too, man. And without further ado, man, you is Kicking It With Too Cold, man. Stop playing for real. Episode 7. 25K, man. Stop playing for real. Let's go. All right, look, man. We got to get the audience take, man, every time, man. See how
I didn't know they do that.
Man. We
Let
had
me
the
see.
audio engineer right here, man. Shout out Cross Pro. Bro, we did it this time, bro.
Man, we knocked it out. Right out the park. Everything worked like it was supposed to work. And that's what we do.
Audience experience on the 10 now. Let's just, I'm saying, the audio for y'all. So let's just check it out, man. See what's going on.
It's a and I'm speaking from a perspective of where I live, but it is a disproportionately high concentration of teddy bear shaped guys there. And I do notice that the women like it. So, there has to be some type of correlation.
Oh, man. I'm going to get a mic to you, man. So how you feel about like what was going on tonight? How you?
I think it was amazing. I think it was pretty dope that the boys were blindfolded and they didn't know what the girls look like.
Right.
And I think it made it even.
How was that dope? I thought it was weird because they eventually find out what she looks like.
More spontaneous. So I would definitely keep the momentum going.
For sure,
yeah.
for sure. Was y'all able to hear?
Huh?
Was y'all able to hear all the contestants?
I heard everything.
Oh, so that's what it is. It's cold there. Okay.
Y'all was all full of everything.
She heard everything.
I heard everything. Y'all was full of everything. So it was definitely worth it. And I keep the momentum going. We support you.
Thank you. Rasta. LJ, what's happening, man?
What it do, man? It's your boy EBK Ross.
How you feeling, man? Well, you stayed the whole rip, man. What you think, man?
Shit, it was great. I ain't gonna lie, man. Most definitely was a good laugh, even though everybody was on their P's and Q's, which I respect, though, because can't nobody settle for less. But I feel like they need to loosen up a little bit on the next one, man. Y'all ain't got to be too picky. You know what I'm saying? At the day, we need a good show. You know what I'm saying? So, it most definitely was good, though, overall, man. For sure.
No doubt. Appreciate that.
Somebody said having a teddy bear shaped guy equals not worrying about competition. Let me tell you something. Women have a tendency, because of their collective thinking, they all go the same way to not compete and wind up competing anyway. So they're like, okay, one day I'm going to go, one day Pookie is hot because nobody wants a Pookie. And then they all want it at the same time. And then now they're competing for that, like, oh no, I'm gonna go for the 6-pack because nobody's gonna go for the 6. Then they want that, and then they all go for that. And now it's teddy bears, and they're all gonna go for that. So it's a fruitless endeavor to try to find like even with nerds or something, like like one year nerds are not hot, next year like, oh, I'm gonna go for the nerds because they have to be faithful, and then all the women go for the nerds. So I tell you, they're just chasing. They're yeah. That's one of those things that works well in theory, but in practice, nah, they still wind up with the same teddy bear.
Yeah, bro. Hey, look, returning.
Hi.
This ain't her first time in the audience, man. So how you feeling this time?
This is my second time coming to watch. I like it for real. I'm not originally from here, so to see somebody doing this and really putting the city on, I really fuck with it.
So
Keep going.
Where you from?
I'm from Alabama.
She's from
I've
Alabama.
been here for a few years.
Hey,
so
listen, can't go wrong with that, Thank you, man. Thank you. You got some, how you feeling? Yeah, she said, yeah, I want to be, yeah.
The audience was just too turned.
Oh, and by the way, guys do that too. These guys that go for the teddy bear women, thinking that, okay, she got low self-esteem, but then once all the guys go for her because she's not stuck up like the slim-waisted women, then you find yourself with the same conceited woman that you were trying to escape. It's unescapable, fellas. Like, I mean, that's so you might as well go for what you want.
Two turn. Was y'all able to hear it? Y'all heard everything?
Oh, we can hear him.
They saying they heard everything this time, man. So
I'm trying to figure out how Rolly and Big Zod didn't find love, but
they be playing around, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Look, man, y'all heard it here first, man. We got to end with this shit, man. This time, that's also a little turn. Look, everybody getting lit in this motherfucker right now, man. Contestants over here, man. We got to cut out, man, because Ladino one is out this motherfucker, man. We over our time. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. Let's go, man. Look,
I don't know who Ladina is. H&M, what's on your mind?
What's good, Game Changer?
Not your audio.
It's not?
Nope.
How about
Something's
now?
up. You sound the same now. Is it me?
How about now? It better not be me. I got a good signal over here. But anyway.
Well, I can hear you, but just barely. But chat room, tell me if his audio is cool to you. Because if it's cool to y'all, then we just go with it. All right, we'll get an answer from them in a second. Yeah, somebody said live from the bathroom. Yeah, something's up, brother.
If you heard an echo, that's because I'm in a locker room.
Oh, so all right, so they were right because they saying like sounds like he's in the bathroom. And the locker room is like a bathroom. So, but yeah, what's on your mind?
Yeah, that was a tripped out episode. I did my own reaction to that Pop the Balloon show. I think it's ridiculous. It could be the men, it could be the women, but I think it's just a ratchet ass way for people to just gain clout while claiming that they're looking for love.
What's your thought on the first woman who was the guy? So first of all, you're standing there blindfolded, and a woman says that I was in an 8-year relationship with a woman. Do you pop?
8-year relationship with another woman?
Yeah.
Well, I don't judge anybody, but I probably would pop my balloon because I don't want no woman that's been around the block with another woman. I don't know. That's just me.
So you popped a balloon?
Yeah. Give a
So
whole
I'm actually like
into
a woman asked.
blind dating.
All right, I'm actually like a woman asked me when I was 19. Do you want to have a threesome that consists of 2 women and you?
I wouldn't mind that.
What do you expect for them to do with each other when they're not stimulating you?
I don't know, just sit there and look at each other? I'm just playing. They're gonna
It
do a
doesn't
little
work
something.
like that in real threesomes.
They're gonna do a little something with each other. I want their attention to be on just me, primarily me.
It doesn't work like that in real threesomes. I tell you that much.
But then again, I never had a threesome, so I wouldn't know personally how that would work. I know some guys who've been in threesome. That's what they tell me.
Okay. That's how it works. Unless they're related, and I haven't been in that type of threesome, thank goodness. But unless they are, they're going to touch each other. Now, if that happened, would you stop? Would you take your dick out and say, okay, this is enough of this, you ungodly heifers, and walk away? Like, would you stop at that point?
So if they're touching each other, would I just stop?
Exactly, yes.
I don't know. Again, I never had a threesome.
What do you mean you don't know?
I couldn't really say from a personal perspective. I mean, if they're just touching each other, okay, but if she started doing extra stuff, then maybe I would stop.
What's extra stuff? What's extra stuff? What is a deal breaker that would make you, in the middle of that, just pack up the dick and go?
Like I said, I never had a real threesome before, but
no, but you've thought of it. You've thought of it. So, and if you haven't thought of it, think of it now. What is the deal breaker? What could two women, you're in a threesome, what could two women do to each other that would be so repulsive and disgusting that you would say, no, thank you?
if maybe they start giving each other oral, maybe that would put me off a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, if they were giving each other oral, it's not many holes left for you. You know, so I can understand that would be frustrating. Because 4 of the 6 available holes are not available in that instance.
No, they're not. And I don't know about you, but my mouth is not going to the back. I'm telling you that now. I'm not going to the back.
Yeah. So you're telling me that you wouldn't just allow them to foreplay each other and then wait to, kind of like double dutch, just wait for your opportunity to jump in. You would actually just sit there and like, this is some bullshit. I'm out.
Well, maybe if they take it too far, their focus needs to be on satisfying me and not just satisfying each other. Put it like that.
Do you find two women with each other visually satisfying? Let's start this out. Let's start that.
No, not really. That's why I don't watch those kind of videos. No, I don't find that too stimulating.
Okay. I'm shocked. I do find it stimulating, especially when it's two attractive women. And I'm shocked and that's why I used this episode of Pop the Balloon. Because somebody said this guy is not a Scorpio. That's why
of course I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I maybe there is a there to the zodiac shit. I find no problem with that. I find it enticing. I've had bad threesomes, but it wasn't because of that. And yeah, it's yeah, I wouldn't call that a deal breaker. Like that's so that's why so many guys pop the balloon. Let me ask you this.
I mean, I'm sorry to cut you off, but that crazy woman said she had a little itch down there. Now, granted, we all get itches in certain areas, but don't do that in public. Seriously. If you're walking through the mall and your ass start itching, and nuts start itching, go someplace private and then, scratch that itch. Don't do it in front of a group of people. That kind of put me off. I had a chick do that to me one time, long time ago. I'm like, what the fuck? Don't do that in front of me.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me if she did it in private, it's okay?
Well, what you don't see won't hurt you, right?
But you see it.
And like I said, we all get those itches. Just don't be in front of other people satisfying that itch,
Okay. H&M, you're my dude, but we are two completely different people. Okay.
I could have told you that.
Scratching a vagina, both public and private, is a deal breaker.
What if she's in the bathroom doing it? Then what?
It's a deal breaker.
How? Again, you don't do that in front of. Don't do that in front of me. That's all I'm saying. You got to scratch. Go someplace else and do that. It's like farting. Don't fart in front of me. Go outside and fart. Shit.
No.
It's a natural thing.
H&M. Oh, have you ever had an STD?
Fuck no, and I never will.
Well, I could tell you I have. And I don't mess with women that scratch their pussy.
What?
Under any circumstances.
You said you had an STD at one point. What? Did I hear right?
Yes, I did. and I don't mess with women who scratch their pussy as a result of this. And nor do I recommend that you do it or anybody do it. It's not supposed to itch, H&M. It's not supposed to
itch. Is that any different than a man scratching his nuts?
Huh?
I don't mess with men. Is that any different than a man scratching his nuts? I'm just asking. Is that any different than,
hell, I don't scratch my nuts.
Is that any different than a dude scratching his nuts?
I don't mess with dudes, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't scratch my nuts. What the hell?
I didn't say you did. You don't understand what I'm saying, man.
I don't scratch my nuts.
You don't understand it.
Listen,
Yeah,
the
right.
times that I did scratch my nuts, it was because of STDs. That's why scratching is bad. What the fuck? That's not a normal thing.
You're my dude, but I gotta call Cap.
It means something is wrong.
You probably took a shower then and it was, I don't know, dry down there or something. I don't know. It could be anything.
Why in the
I wouldn't say
fuck?
no STD.
Listen, it's not supposed to itch. It's not. I can't stress that enough. It's not supposed to itch. Every time it itched for me, it was some shit bad.
But every other part, your body's supposed to itch.
And probably some shit that I got from an itchy bitch. Listen, it's not supposed to itch.
My God.
Yeah, mine too. Boy. You would fuck a chick with some itchy shit, but you wouldn't fuck a woman who's kissing another woman in front of you?
I didn't say I would do that either, honestly. Now, if it's just constantly itching, okay, that's a problem. One itch, that's nothing. But if it's two or more, that's a problem.
I don't shave my dick. So Melissa says, when we shave and the hair grows back, it itches. I don't shave my dick.
That's what I hear. That's exactly what I hear. When you shave your pubic hairs, as it's growing back, it's gonna itch from time to time. That's what I hear anyway.
But listen, I'm not gonna take a chance, Melissa. I'm not gonna take a chance. I'm not gonna say, oh well, it's shaved. Like I told you, that one chick, I had her show me the thing that said it came from razor bumps. I'm not gonna take a chance.
Who's to say it was razor bumps?
Well, the doctor did, but that's who I believe. Like you don't just give the benefit of the doubt. A woman is scratching her vagina and you just like, oh, it's probably because she shaved. No, you are risking something. That you are risking your penis.
Well, protect yourself. Protect yourself at all times. Yeah.
No, there's no protection from itching. Trust me, I know. Like, see, understand this, fellas. Listen to me good. There is condom-proof shit out there. There's condom-proof stuff out there. And itching is condom-proof. Why? Because it comes from the slime that's around the condom, for one. It comes from, your pubis touching her pubis, not the penis being inside the vagina. Condoms does not protect against itching unless you wear some condom draws. That is the only way. No.
But what about natural? What about natural itching? Like this person just said, sometimes it itches from time to time because of all the hair down there.
I'm not going to question if it's natural.
Thing, man.
Huh?
It's not quite the same thing if it's just a natural itch compared to a burning sensation or something like that. Like you said, burning and itching are not the same thing.
No, but so do you inquire? Do you risk your dick on that? Do you just say, hey, is that a natural itch or is that an unnatural itch? Do you risk your dick and finding out if this is a natural shaven itch or an unnatural itch?
Itch or no itch, I'm still protecting myself, so it don't make a difference to me.
You can't protect yourself from an itch. You can't protect yourself from an itch.
What if it was just an itch and she has no STDs? Then what?
Then you just lose some pussy, but you don't take the risk. Yes. And it's not a matter of being traumatized. You touch a hot stove or you touch a hot vagina, you don't want to touch the shit again. Exactly. Yes, I have been traumatized. Because I thought, just like H&M, that condoms protect everything. Like it's just Teflon. Like you're always safer from everything with condoms. But nope. There's all kinds of condom-proof shit out there that you can get, condom or not. And also, to be fair, I never had to use blue ointment. I don't know what that is for, but to be fair, I like to receive head without a condom. But the itching comes from shit that you do with the condom on. I know that shit for a fact.
Yeah, I suppose so. What if our mouth got something?
You'll never forget. It happens to your dick. Why would you? Everything that's dick concerned, men always remember. Everything that is dick concerned, you're gonna remember that. Like, what the fuck? Ever meet a man that got burned or something saying, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that"? No.
Nope.
When you are pissing fire, when you pissing acid, you remember that shit. Like, oh yeah, I forgot. I was pissing acid that one time. Like, what in the hell? Everything that's dick concerned, you're gonna remember.
Well, every time you go to the bathroom, you're gonna feel the pain. So it's not going. You can try to forget, but it's gonna come back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't sit there and like have nightmares over it, but I'm just saying, you remember the shit that happened, and you learn from the shit that happened. So somebody said that they're with you on the whole, threesome thing. Okay, people are different. People are different. People are different. I see, and I have seen. I've seen that, and I just went with it. I just went with it, and quite frankly, the woman don't have to participate. Just knowing that she's there watching me, turns me on. So I don't get it. Maybe somebody else could come to the thing and explain me, but I do not understand what this anti-lesbianism thing that people have going on is.
It ain't anti-lesbian. I just don't care to see that.
Have you ever seen a movie called Wild Things?
No, I haven't. I heard of it, but never saw it.
Have you ever seen a movie with a lesbian sex scene in it? Not a non-porn movie with a lesbian sex scene.
Yeah, I have, and I still didn't care about those. I would just ignore it.
So your comfort zone is one single woman at a time.
One single woman at a time.
Well, you seem anti-threesome because
I didn't say I was anti-threesome. I said
no,
I never
but you
had
do.
a
But
threesome.
I mean, in a
love to
threesome,
try
you
it
understand
one
that it has the potential to go, in different places. It has the potential of having that. Now, a woman who is, completely hetero will not be prone to participating in a threesome at all. Oh, see, there you go. Melissa likes you because you're not a Scorpio.
Yeah, good to know.
Yeah. Well, I am. So y'all can have each other. It's not a requirement. It's not a requirement, but it's most certainly not. It's not something that I would pop the balloon on. And most certainly is not something I would pop the balloon on. And that's somebody says if you're in a threesome and they're in the girls at some point that you would that you got to watch. Absolutely. I really assume that most guys thought that way until I seen those guys pop the balloon when she said that she was in an 8-year relationship with a woman.
Yeah, everybody's different.
Yes, it is. So I'm gonna share something. Hold on.
Oh yeah, old girl says she don't add anything to his life. I'm like, you just eliminate yourself just like that. Don't you ever come on no dating show about Who said ain't anything about adding value to your life? You eliminate yourself just like that. Even if you just want
So
the
what
fuck
would you
buddy,
like
you
for
gotta
her
add
to have
something.
said that she adds to the relationship?
Does she add comfort? Does she add respect to the relationship? And if y'all committed, is she gonna support him throughout the relationship?
What kind of support are you referring to?
The same support any other man wants. Emotional support, possibly financial support, that kind of stuff.
Extremely different. None of that means anything to me.
So you don't care about emotional, but it depends on what kind of woman you're dealing with.
No.
'Cause I've had females I didn't give a fuck about the emotional support or the financial support because that's the kind of woman that they were. So I had to move accordingly. But for a real relationship, yeah, you gonna care about them things. Just saying.
Wait, you lost me. Say that again.
Okay, I've had women where I didn't care if they offered me any kind of emotional support because I knew they couldn't do that. They don't want to do that. So I had to move accordingly and just enjoy whatever she gave me. We were friends with benefits, fuck boy, fuck girl, whatever, enjoy that. So it's called moving accordingly. That makes sense.
You interest me. Tell me a situation where you require emotional support.
I mean, when does a man not require any kind of support?
Emotional
Shit
support?
happens
I
to us.
never require emotional support ever.
But isn't that what some women complain about? That's what I hear anyway.
What, they complain that you don't give emotional support?
They complain that men in general don't give emotional support or require it.
Listen, women complain just to keep their tits perky. I don't. What the fuck? I don't like listen to their complaints and wait. You're telling me that women are complaining that men are not complaining about emotional support? That doesn't
that's
make
what I hear.
sense.
And no, I don't have children.
Because they complain when a nigga complains.
They do. Somebody in the chat said, "Do I have children?" No, I don't.
Who said that? Let me see. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Mike Reed has a point. They lie and deceive. So you want to know what that is?
They do.
They getting shit out of you. They getting shit out of you that oh, she interested. She asking if you're single. So they getting shit out of you. They are getting shit out of you. You the dude that they gonna that once shit hits the fan, they're gonna bring up all the shit that you was crying about all them years or months. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna, you're gonna be like, oh, thank you for the shoulder to cry on. And then when shit hit the fan, be like, hey, remember you was crying like a bitch when that happened?
And this is why we as men do not get emotional with women, or for the most part, we
But you
shouldn't
just
be
said that you
emotional
did
with
because
women
you look for emotional support. You just said that you look for emotional support from these chicks.
it will be nice to have it, but I'm not gonna go looking for this shit because, like you said, they will use that bullshit against me.
When asked, what can you offer me? You want her to offer emotional support. I'm saying that that's a poison fruit. I'm saying that, you offer her emotional support and then you become her bitch. Then you become her bitch.
Yep, that happens. But then they'll be the main one. And like the young lady just said, women complain about everything. They're emotionally immature. Exactly. That's what they are. Emotionally immature. Don't know what the fuck they want. They think they know everything a man should want. Yep. It'd be nice to have emotional support, but I'm not gonna go being thirsty and desperate for the support. I know, like you said, that's what the fuck will happen.
Okay. So you say emotional support. What's the other stuff?
Yeah, what else did I say? I mean, she got to add something to a man's life. I mean, you don't want to just have a chick come over there, fuck you, and then be done with it. That ain't a relationship.
There's worse relationships. So what else you want besides her coming over and fucking you?
I don't know, someone to hang out with and do things with. Shit.
Well, Melissa says she has a friend.
You can get pussy anywhere, but you can't get the companionship from just about anybody.
You literally can. You can get companionship a lot easier than you can get pussy.
Well, I mean, a sexual. I ain't talking about no friends companionship, platonic companionship.
Sexual companionship
I'm
is
talking about
pussy.
The sexual companionship. You know, how should I explain this? Put it like this: y'all friends with benefits, meaning y'all best friends. Y'all like to fuck around and be sexual. She's your female friend that you're sexually interested in, kind of like that. If that makes any sense.
Well, so you're saying that you want from the woman a situation of friends with benefits, right?
Yep, I've had those before.
Okay. But you prefer the friendship over the benefits, am I correct?
No, always the benefits. If I find you attractive, that is, yeah.
You ever think about coming to the Bay Area?
What Bay Area?
The San Francisco Bay Area.
No, maybe I will one day.
Because Melissa says she has a friend for you. Perhaps with benefits.
Is that a fact?
Yes. Apparently her friend is into onesomes.
Good to know. Well, you'll be so kind.
And maybe her friend itches, but it's just razor bumps.
Oh God. It better be just razor bumps. If I find out something else about you, that's a problem.
Zoe said somebody said the Bay Area chicks will eat him alive. I don't
eat me alive. No? There's plenty
of
goodness to go around.
Say that again.
Hey, grab your silverware, ladies. Plenty of this stubbornness to go around.
Well, I'm not. What I will say is that you will get exactly what you're looking for here, because you have straightforward demands and you know what they are. So, that's a fair thing. You go to a woman and say, listen, I don't want anything, out of the ordinary. Just don't itch. Don't be a bitch, and somebody I could talk to. So, yeah, it seems like that's the thing. So she's saying, get your passport. It says in the Dominican Republic, you have these benefits from women. I've been to the Dominican Republic several times, and probably because I don't speak Spanish, I never had the strong desire to open up my feelings to them. You know what it is, HM? I don't really have many feelings.
That makes two of us.
So what do you need support for without feelings? Like, what do you need support for? You say emotional support. What do you?
That's a good question.
Okay. Zone says something interesting. He says, Bay Area will see a simp and extract him for money.
I can imagine.
Has something like that ever happened? Have you ever been extracted for money?
Have I?
Let me answer the question to give you an idea. The short answer is yes, but the thing is it's funny because the amount given is when they feel that they hustled me, it's always a negligible amount, and I'm surprised that they went through such efforts to get it. You know, like at the end, if somebody was to say, "Oh yeah, she got you for your paper," and you know, it's like, we went to Black Angus. You know, it's, I don't really feel got at that point. It's just like, oh, okay, that was weird. You really did all that for that, you know? So so that's the answer zone's question. Answer if you like. You know, it's all the same to me.
That's pretty clever. Don't be a bitch and don't itch. Otherwise, you will get stitched. Yeah.
Hey, you with the rhyming. Okay, it says Sasua looks kind of wild, but I've never been there. I've been there, and actually, y'all can see me on Razor Ray's show from time to time. I've been to Sasua, and I filmed from Sasua. And one of the first things they was telling me is to not film, is to not have the camera on people. Oh, just so you know, Sasua is like the Vegas of the Dominican Republic, in the sense that it's where people go, where tourists go for prostitutes. I'm be honest, it's not my favorite place in Dominican Republic to be, but the show has to go on, and I did the show from there. Look it up on my channel. And so yeah, it was prostitutes there, very attractive ones, and two of them actually, and some of the people who are familiar with me, if you're not subscribed, some of the people who are familiar with me remember this video. I know Zone does. And it was two women, two quote unquote chicas, that came and sat down while I was broadcasting, and they propositioned me, and for sex, to exchange sex for money. And I gave them like some money, like 200 pesos. And I told them, no, thank you. And to get some ice cream from the place that we were at. And they went and they came back with French fries, and they started to, and they offered to share them with me. And I was like, okay, it's actually a language barrier, or these chicks are really just going hard for the sale. You know, they were going hard for the sale. So I interviewed them. You know, they told me their prices, and they told everybody their prices. Somebody who spoke Spanish in the chat room at the time told me that they were saying it's $40 for the two of them. And, you know, to me, that seems like a reasonably nice price. And I didn't partake. Oh, and Zone actually asked me afterwards if I partook. And the short answer to that is no. And the reason why, and it wasn't because it was a lot of money, the reason why I didn't partake is because, damn it. Actually, let me call back. All right. Yeah. And the reason that I didn't partake is because I didn't want to bring home an STD, because you can't really explain that to your girl. You know, there isn't no, it wasn't me, you know, like that song, it wasn't me. You can't do that when you burning, and you get, you know, you got to tell her that this is why she has to take the medicine. Damn it. Hold on right quick. Go talk to the people.
Okay, looks like GC has a phone call to make.
Okay, I'm back. So I was talking to Razor Rays, because apparently this was before COVID when I broadcasted from there. Hadn't been back since. But apparently, according to Razor Rays and other people, the popular thing to do now is to take cameras there and put the shit on the YouTube video. And I was saying, like, listen, this is bad for business. You know, this is bad for business because the girls there, you know, they don't want to be seen. Like, they're going to go to church the next day. They don't want to be seen selling ass. And the men there don't want to be seen buying ass. But, you know, it is what it is. They're you know, they're not going to, it's going to degrade the quality there. And surely enough, niggas was complaining about the quality. They say the quality in Sosua has diminished, the quality of the box. Now, I don't know if Dominican bras just in general, like as a blanket thing, you know, became less attractive, but apparently that's a thing. So, you know, I guess the moral of the story is if you go, keep your camera at home.
Keep your
Somebody said
camera
most
at
of the women
home.
are married. So yeah, if they're, go for it.
No, you said leave your camera at home.
Listen, why do you want to film people? You think people want, you think young women want to get filmed selling ass on the street?
No, who wants to do that?
Yeah, exactly. So, but these
that's what
guys are
you
going
meant.
around filming these girls selling ass on the street. And I'm pretty sure the local Dominicans have YouTube and they look and then they say, "Hey, bitch, ain't that you? It's Sosua selling ass."
It's possible.
Ain't that you selling $40 ass? They're gonna do that. Yeah, all for money from YouTube. I'm just saying, like, you know, you like, okay, so what goes on in Sosua stays in Sosua for the men and the women. But that's not true because of these cam niggas. Got into an argument with a nigga on Razor Ray's channel about that very thing. Somebody said the women are married. Yeah, you see your wife there, like, oh, your wife's selling ass, and you know, you still asking me for money for groceries and shit. Like, you still asking me for extra allowance money, and here you are selling ass, telling me that you was out with your girlfriends. Yeah, it's a part-time job. Listen, so you know, it's one thing. I don't judge people, not even hoes. I don't really, and I don't judge people for buying hoes. I don't judge people like in that cohort altogether. So yeah, if they you know find themselves behind on an electric bill or something and they need $40, then hey, who am I to say shit? You know, I'm damn sure not gonna post it up and like ruin their fucking life. You know, they probably got like regular day jobs. They probably are medical assistants or some shit like that, or teachers. And yeah, they got caught selling ass. So yeah, I've been there. It's not, once again, it's not my favorite part of the Dominican Republic to go to. I don't know where Melissa's friend is located. I like Santo Domingo. I like Punta Cana. And I liked, to a lesser extent, Puerto Plata. Yeah, I'm gonna need the 304 to commit to the lifestyle. What do you mean part-time? No, what he means is that that's not their only occupation. And I can't imagine somebody doing it full-time. Like what does a full-time prostitute look like? 8 hours straight? Like that's a lot of penises. Or peni, whatever you want to call it. Yep. That is a lot.
Or a lot of time walking the streets.
Yeah, or a lot of time walking the streets seeking the peni. Absolutely.
Nah, I'd rather they not do that, but okay.
Okay, so somebody said something I'm gonna address. So I found out while in Santo Domingo that a police officer, her female police officer, her salary was like $1 and change a month. I think it was like $180 or something a month. So I was like, oh wow, cops must be easy to bribe out here, and they are. And so if that's what a regular police officer makes, then $40 and you get like 4 or 5 guys, you're good for the month, basically. Maybe like 3-4 people. You're good for the month. It's like, okay, I'm good for the month. Like however much you make, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will take a monthly salary for 2-3 hours of work. Is what it is. Zone has a question. He says, why y'all going where all 304s and not paying up? Well, I was doing a show there. I was actually in Puerto Plata. It's only like a 30-minute drive, and they'll drive you for 50 cents. They have these people there that take like 5 people in the car, and they just go back and forth. It's like a taxi service, like a makeshift taxi service. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'll take my laptop, and then I'll film from there. So that's why.
You're talking about professional, just be an exotic dancer or an escort or a stripper or something. That's more professional compared to being in the streets. Street walk is more of a hustle, in my opinion.
Say that again.
I said street walking is more of a hustle, in my opinion, than it is a job. So hey.
Okay, well let's explore that. Who's getting hustled?
Well, the men who are paying for it.
Are you hustled when you buy an Uber?
Hustle when you're buying an Uber.
So when you rent an Uber, you're paying Uber, right, for the service. Are you being hustled?
Yeah. In a sense, yes, it is, but that's more of a professional job compared to being a street walker, which is just, I don't know, an undervaluing profession. I mean, working for Uber is not the same as working the streets. Come on, you know the difference in it too.
Okay, I'm not saying that they're the same. I'm just making the parallels between providing a service to a paying person. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when I pay for a service, like I got my haircut yesterday, I don't feel hustled when I'm paying for a service that I want.
Exactly, right. Paying for something that you want and get, that's not being hustled. You pay for Uber, you get from point A to point B. No, that's paying for what you want. At a strip club, you go to the club, make it rain. At a strip club, you go to the club, make it rain, and they satisfy your sexual desires. That's just paying for what you want.
Yeah, exactly. Now, and since men want to have sex with attractive women, these guys are just paying for what they want. I don't see the hustle there. I don't see the hustle. They're just paying for what they want.
I mean, when I think hustle, I'm thinking you losing all your money, you don't get shit in return.
But you do get shit in return. You get sex with the woman that you choose to have sex with in return.
And I said, when I think hustle, I'm thinking like you go to a pool hall, some guys hustle you out of money, like betting on money, and they take all your money because you lost.
Well, it's only hustling to me if you don't get what you paid for. And that's with anything. Well, that's with, like, okay, for example, like, if I go to a store, a jewelry store, and I buy some diamonds or gold or something like that, and it turns out that it's fake, then that's a hustle because I didn't get what I paid for. But if it's real, then it's not a hustle because I got what I paid for. But I don't know. It's just, I don't think it's a hustle. I don't think it's a hustle. We look at it a certain way. That way is, to me, not really that a person is being hustled. But there's different ways to look at. There's different ways to look at things. Would you pay?
Pay for what?
Sex.
No, probably not.
Trying to think of a circumstance. Would you buy a dinner?
Yes, I'll buy a dinner. I gotta eat. Shit.
No, would you buy, for a date, would you buy a woman a dinner?
Yes, I have done that before.
Would you pay $40 for her portion of the dinner?
For her her portion. I've done that before. You mean go split the bill or whatever?
Yeah. Well, no. You pay for your food as well as her food, but her food alone costs $40.
Yeah, like I said, I've done that before with the woman I was dealing with.
So if a woman was to come with her friend and say, "Listen, I'm not hungry. Just give me the $40 and we'll both do you," would you say that that's a deal?
Say that again.
So if instead of for food, the woman was to say, "Listen, just give me the $40 and me and my friend will do you," and this would be your first threesome, you know, would you be willing to do that?
Okay, that's just weird. Had to think long and hard about that.
It's the same $40 that you would have spent on the food for the possibility of sex, but you would be spending it for the actuality of it with two women. He didn't say he wasn't into threesomes. He said that as long as it didn't go far, it didn't go too far. So that deal is on the table. If you don't want to answer, that's fine. I understand.
Yeah, I probably would rather. I'd rather do that than have to pay for a dinner, knowing there's a good chance that it might not lead to sex. At least the one I'm guaranteed something. Have to choose the lesser.
It makes. Don't do that. Don't do that, Zone.
Don't do what? What do you say?
Zone being Zone. That's the word I'm looking for. Chicago man, that's the word I'm looking for. This dude is moral. So when I seen the pop the balloon thing and they popped it because she's into women, and then they popped it on the other woman because she's because she reads tarot cards. I was like, these guys are moral. Now they have like 6 kids out of wedlock, but they still have some type of strange moral code. I thought that was weird.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, Zone, you full of shit. I never said I would do a threesome with me, one guy, and one girl. Get the fuck out of here.
So yeah, I knew you was gonna say that. I shouldn't even brought it up. I shouldn't even told you that was going on.
Don't man, Zone. He just so full of shit. Would you do that, GC? How about if you and me get a girl? We all take turns banging her. Would you do that?
I have friends that have done that, but no, I've never participated in a gangbang like that. So no. Or a train, so to speak. But if you're asking, would I? If you're asking, would I? The answer is yes. If I go first, absolutely.
You and your homeboy dealing with, getting it in with the same girl.
Yeah, if I go first, yeah, absolutely. You're pausing. I think that means that you find that morally reprehensible, don't you?
Who's pausing?
You didn't say anything. That's a pause.
Oh no, I'm reading something.
Oh, well, would you? I guess the question is.
If me and my boy would have messed around with the same woman, I probably would do that. If it's somebody I know, but you just a stranger, that's too weird for me. I'd rather be me and 2 women, but shit.
Well, there's multiple ways to do it. Somebody says so in front of a bunch of other men. Listen,
I did not say that. What the fuck you mean?
No, this guy said it. Anthony said it, but listen, there's several ways to do it. Some people do it where the other guys are in a different room, and then when one is done, he leaves the room and the other goes into the room. And then there's one where the guys are in the room with the girl and they're sitting there waiting their turn. I have known of both. I've been in the same house while both styles were going on, and I didn't participate. And yes, you know, it's there's multiple ways to do it. You know, it's it all depends on how a person chooses to participate. Ah, dang, stretching out. But yeah, what's your final thoughts? What's your closing thoughts?
Final thoughts? Well,
just in general, everything we've been talking about.
Well, good show as always. And like I said, in my own take on that whole Pop the Balloon show, I think it's utterly ridiculous. And the lengths people will go through to even find love. But hey, if a match happens, a match can happen, I guess. But I personally would not go on that show. That show, I wouldn't go on that. I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't go on that show. They just doing too damn much.
Okay, absolutely. All right. Well, I'd like to thank everybody that participated. I actually got to get to this phone call, so I'm gonna talk to you all later. And this is GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace.
Go before you go, can you put my channel in the chat? Drop a link to my channel. Anybody want to subscribe to me?
You got a wrench, don't you?
Yeah, but I can't do what I'm on the panel.
Zone, could you put H&M's channel in the chat room?
If you would be so kind. I don't want to miss you was talking. You're still cool people.
Yeah, we'll give some time for that to happen.
Somebody said the idea of another naked man in the room is not pleasant. I feel the same way. The idea of another naked dude in front of me is not pleasing. That's my biggest gripe with that whole thing. Y'all all in the same room together. If y'all all in the same room together, that's not pleasant.
Hey, would you ever go on the Pineapple Show while we wait for Zone?
The Pineapple Show? Nah. They'll probably take one look at me and be thinking, he's boring. He's this, that, and the third. I say, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my face, then. Move on to the next.
You look boring?
Now I said they will think I look boring. You saw how the dude that worked in the Marines or whatever the fuck. That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe it's the way maybe it's their demeanor, the how they move and carry themselves. You saw the dude that was in the Air Force or whatever got rejected by that girl for some years back. He didn't say shit wrong, but she thought he was boring just because he's not gangster thug or hook. Well, guess what? I'm not a thug. I'm not for the streets. I'm not about that life. And these bras got a fucking problem with that. I say they can go to hell and kiss my ass. I'm not changing jack shit for anybody. So no, I wouldn't put myself out there. Not in that kind of environment.
Okay. Somebody says Pineapple Show the worst unless I can get the host. I think she's with like a retired basketball player or something like that.
I thought her and MTR were together.
They might have had a thing. They might have had a thing going on.
I remember MTR tried to get at her about a year ago. Or did he?
I don't know. I mean, you know, whatever it is, they kept it private. So, you know, kudos to them. But I do know that I think she's seeing like a basketball player. Yeah, Gilbert Arenas. So, you know, that's her plight. So you got competition if you're interested. But yeah, but thanks for coming up, H&M.
Not a problem. Always good to chat with you.
Okay, I'm going to be in the background. I'm actually going to go to Skylar's show right now. But yeah, this is GameChanger 00100. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Game over. Peace.
Deuces.